Cocaine in my nose, yeah, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my phone, she got me locked in on cup, though. Cocaine in my nose, yeah, got rose in my cup, though. Started climbing my phone, she got me locked in on cup, though.
And hello, everyone! Welcome to another comic storage stream. It's been a bit of a weird week, and I've not been here most of the week. But today, I ended up being here. Cost of going up in snowboarding is stupid expensive, and I had to pick going this week or next week, and we're going to try and go next week. So that meant I'm here today, so I got some work done, and we're going to film my Madam Webb rant. And then if I'm feeling better, because I felt a little off this morning, we're going to jump into some video games. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising with the new 2B character, or Skull and Bones, something I can veg out with and hang out with you guys. Yeah, rip my PS5. The PS5 is spent. It is done. Let me get Dan up in here. Up in these balls. Yeah, the PS5 burned out. It just shuts off after an hour of using it. So that was kind of the issue. Dan, get up in here in these balls.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, get up. Wow, I just looked at our February sub goal. We have lost 50 subs in the 2 days I was gone. Cool.
Jeez. How dare you?
Not go live for 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah,
During
exactly.
the 2-day window that clearly some people had not resubbed with their Twitch Primes.
Yes, exactly.
Which is free.
Coda, Crafting, and Codnati. Crack-a-coo. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and helping us get back that the other 46 we need.
Yeah.
I actually like Skull and Bones, but it's very much a niche game, Gek Koga. If you like resource management and ship battles, that's going to be for you. If you're looking for a quadruple A game, no, it's not happening.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Yes, the PS5 burned out after an hour of Helldivers. It broke. I thought it was Helldivers. Then an hour of the Suicide Squad, it broke. Shadies!
Wait, what?
I had to get a new PS5.
When did this happen?
Oh, this week. That's why I didn't go live Monday or Tuesday. I didn't have a PS5 with games on it.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the reason why. Is that the PS5 that you got from me?
No, yours is here now. This is the one in the office. I had to get a new one for the theater, so I had to move the office one to the theater, and I was
Gotcha. Which
Helldivers felt like
Helldivers?
a mobile version of Sea of Thieves. It felt nothing like Sea of Thieves crafting. Like, have you played Sea of Thieves? One game has you and 3 of your buddies on a boat going through the ocean with completely different ship mechanics and launching single cannonballs at friends and then getting off the boat and using swords and stuff to fight pirates. And if you got Danny on your team, he's going to burn the boat down every 5 minutes. Skull and Bones
Hey,
has
yo.
you and 3 buddies on different boats sailing to locations to pick up resources and then getting in ship fleet battles like World of Warships. Have you played Sea of Thieves crafting?
Benny's saying I lit the boat on fire. I was our captain. I sailed that ship like a freaking boss. Thank you very much.
I don't think you did.
I disagree.
Dan is 5 times louder than me. I'm super quiet right now. What? I thought we corrected this. I don't know what. Why am I so quiet, lady? Lady. Who's a lady? Are you a lady, Dan?
I'm not.
There you go,
remember?
crafting. I remember you blowing up the ship on 3 separate occasions, Dan.
How? We streamed it once. The
And
rest was off
you blew us
game.
up 3 times on that stream.
That's different.
Jeannie, I'm a lady. Don't worry, Jeannie. I haven't hit you up about Relink because we haven't played Relink. We've been like Why is it every fucking game has to come out in February? Like, I get November, October. I get those months. That's the big deal, right? Like, oh my God, it's Christmas. We need to make sure they spend their money on our games. February? February. Right, Dan?
Yeah, it don't make much sense. It don't make much sense.
It's all over the freaking place. All right, so today, Dan, I want to have a little bit of a mini rant. I want to have a mini rant, which we will not be putting up on the channels because there's no way to do this one and not just get nothing but morons, okay? There's no way to do this.
Where are you going with this, Benny?
I want to talk about why you can cast a white actor as Black Panther.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. How about instead we go into the discussion that when we do bring in black people, it's for the ginger characters' roles because ginger people are slowly going extinct.
So there's an actual argument here, Paiba.
No?
Hold on. I'm not just doing a hot take fun, ha ha ha, goofy. Now you guys have a bunch of clips that are going to get me canceled. Not happening.
I know, right?
Okay. So this starts off with this one because I made my statement about Pedro Pascal, right? Pedro Pascal, and he's Chilean, and everyone's like, I love the argument that these people come in with, like, oh my God, they're race swapping. Okay. The argument that these people love to come up with, and I think it's the stupidest argument in the world, is, well, if that's fine, why can't we cast a white actor as Black Panther? Having that as the argument really says the ignorance and the stupidity of the person making that argument. Like, if you're legit making that argument. Because here's the problem. Here's why we can swap Reed Richards to Chilean, but we can't really swap Black Panther. You, in theory, could. In theory.
No.
I wouldn't. But there's a reason. There's a reason. This is not an argument of like, let's just have a white actor be Black Panther. No. In theory, yes. In practicality, fuck no. No one would take that role. But okay? I'm going somewhere with this, Dan. I'm going somewhere.
I know. I think the only white person that could play Black Panther would be an albino black person.
Look, albino black person. There's a difference here. Let's look at Reed Richards for a second, okay? Reed Richards is a white guy with graying hair that is married to Sue Storm in the comic books, and her brother Johnny is on the team, and so is Ben Grimm. None of those characters are defined by their race. And I think that's why the argument of Black Panther doesn't work, and I'm going to get to that in a second, okay? Like, the argument is that, oh, well, why would we race swap Reed Richards? Because him being white changes and does nothing. Okay, 9 times out of 10, most of the white characters in comic books are white because they were created by people in the 60s, and the people in the 60s was just a bunch of white guys in New York making up comic book characters, so they just went with what they know. That was it, okay? Most of them don't have a background that is ingrained in their race, okay? Could you swap Luke Cage or Black Panther? I'm going to throw another black superhero into this mix. Could you swap them to white actors? In theory, you could. The reason you wouldn't is both of those characters are inherently ingrained in black culture. That's why it wouldn't work. Black Panther being black, Luke Cage being black, is literally storylines that come up frequently with them. Name me one storyline involving Reed Richards that requires him to be white. It doesn't exist. That's why. Nick Fury doesn't require to be white. There's no storyline that says Nick Fury went through this thing because he's white. That's why he was swapped over to being black, because they thought Samuel L. Jackson would personify Nick Fury better.
And he did.
But that's why the argument of just make Black Panther white says to me that if you're legit making that argument, that you're just dumb and don't understand storytelling. Because Luke Cage and Black Panther are both inherently. Now, I'm trying to think of a black character in comic books that their storylines are not based around their race. Because that character could be swapped.
It cannot be based on Earth. I can tell you that right now.
Because most of them are. Most of them are based on, I think the closest maybe. No, because Jon Stewart was introduced as a, like, there was all storylines in like the 60s and stuff involving Jon Stewart. So you couldn't do that.
Huge race related.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's the big issue. Falcon before being made Cap? No, because I think in the 60s.
He still had, like, the thing
problem is when you make a black superhero,
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, they're going, because you're making a character that people could see themselves in. So the black community, the African American community, this is what they see. This is what they live. So they see this in the comic, which makes this a part of the character's history and storylines, which means swapping that person to a white actor just wouldn't work because 90% of those storylines would no longer be valid. I'm not saying that somebody couldn't act and they couldn't be a white person being Black Panther, but the storylines wouldn't be valid. And name me one white actor that's going to be like, yeah, I'll be the stand-in for the black guy.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr., Tropic Thunder. But that's like, whenever people make that argument, I'm like, you're being stupid. Now, we already know 90% of the time they are. That's why they're making that argument.
It's the argument of people. Yeah, no, some people just go, oh, well, let me give you this extreme example that has nothing to do with what you said. And it's like, because, Black Panther being white, like that, so much of their character is around the struggles that they go through.
Right, and that is what the character's about, that has to stay in the character. You remove that, what the hell's the character about? It doesn't work. You know, someone, because in the usual extreme examples, some other idiot came at me and they're like, you're right, changing him to Chilean doesn't matter. So when we do the comic historian biopic, we're going to have a black lesbian take over your role. I mean, honestly, you could do that as long as there's no storylines involving me being a black lesbian, because my story wouldn't change.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, the thing when it comes to that is it's like, until they go into your life, yeah, they could easily do that.
That's what I mean.
Like when that's not related. I mean, that was one of Stan Lee's, like, one of the things he said early on with Spider-Man was that he liked that Spider-Man showed none of his skin because it allowed anyone to imagine themselves as the Spider-Man, because at the time you couldn't tell. And at the time, you could just swap it back and forth, and it wouldn't change the story because it would just be a person in the Spider-Man suit, and we're doing Spider-Man stories. It's once you take off the suit, then different things happen because people treat people differently.
Yeah. The only character that comes about would be Martian Manhunter. Does that really count? I mean, kind of. Yeah, he doesn't really have a lot of, like, he's not really ingrained in... But Martian Manhunter could also shapeshift into a white guy tomorrow if you wanted.
Yeah.
Like,
Martian Manhunter's shapeshifters are a terrible example.
I'm just saying, because I was thinking about that, because somebody responded with... They always like to respond with those arguments. And I'm just like, if you want to be racist, misogynist, sexist, you want to do this, okay? You want to be that guy. Look, honestly, more power to you. I want nothing to do with you, but more power to you standing up for what you thinking. Have real fucking points. I shouldn't be able to shoot your point down while I'm sipping coffee. Like,
yeah.
That's why I always find these people that argue this stupid shit to be dumb as fuck. Because I'm like, your argument is the same exact stupid argument that every other idiot has done, and none of you know how to Google. Which, by the way, I loved if you read the comments on my Pedro Pascal video, I loved this, Dan. They were like,
Mhm.
says that he can do an ounce of research. 30 seconds later, says he doesn't know who Vanessa Kirby is. And I responded to half of them with, "Is the video about Vanessa fucking Kirby?" Like, it doesn't matter if I know anything about Vanessa Kirby, because nobody's arguing Vanessa Kirby. They're arguing Pedro Pascal, who I'm here to talk about. Like,
Right.
like this is not the gotcha moment you think it is. It just once again proves how stupid you are that you don't understand what research is needed for a video about Pedro Pascal. I made a quick Vanessa Kirby joke and moved on. It's not like I brought up Vanessa Kirby for 30 minutes, you know?
Right.
I'm a straight man, but I love you, Benny. Well, I love you too. Nothing is true. Vanessa who? Apparently she's a big deal. Even one of our friends hit me up. I was like, "You don't know who Vanessa Kirby is?" Like, dude, I Googled it. She's in Mission Impossible. That's the only franchise she's been in that I would have watched, and I'm way behind on that one. I do not know who Vanessa Kirby is. Apparently she's been in Napoleon and like a dozen other like Oscar. She was in The Crown on Netflix. I never watched that.
She's in Mission Impossible.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you. What I just said. Cool.
I wasn't listening to you.
You never do.
I was Googling it to see what she was in, and apparently she was in a. I thought she was. She was in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah. Our buddy saw it, hit me up. He's like, "You didn't watch Hobbs and Shaw?" I'm like, "Dude, I remember. Who was she? She was the villain. Oh yeah, another nameless villain that they go after. Cool.
Right.
She stood out to me, right?
Yeah.
The Crown is pretty good. I've never seen The Crown, and I have no interest in seeing The Crown. It's just not up my alley of stuff I'm gonna watch. So. But no, I just thought it was funny. I just find that argument to be hilarious because they throw in the extreme example that just doesn't work. The argument doesn't work. Like, if you want to argue against gender swapping, you need to pick a swap that could work. That there's nothing about the character that is inherently in their past or in their stories. You know?
Yeah. Because it's also like there are some roles you can't swap a white person for a black person because depending on when a movie takes place,
Yeah.
certain things don't work for the actual story itself.
I thought Idris Elba was the main villain of Hobbs and Shaw. Was he? I barely remember. No, I don't think he was. I barely remember that movie. So, you know by the face, not the name. That's kind of how I am with a lot of them. Get Koga.
That's how I am.
It takes a long time for me to get to know them.
It's a rare day when I know who a specific person is. And usually it's because it's work related.
So, cool Carl, believe you could change Amanda Waller. Yeah, actually, you could swap Amanda Waller. That's probably the one
Easily.
black character that, as far as I know, has no storylines involved with her race. She's just a black woman that's evil as fuck.
Yeah.
I think you could do that. Cool Carl's got a good point. I can't think of a storyline involving her that requires her to be black. But you know why they don't use that argument? They use Black Panther because Black Panther got $1 billion.
Yep.
They're not going to bring up an obscure character, even though Amanda Waller is far less obscure now. She was.
Right.
People that argue this don't understand how
You
to
know-
form their own opinion and thus can't make a good argument. Oh, 100%, Coda, because these are the same people that want to bring up an article that Elon Musk tweeted out that's existed for 4 years. But they don't look at anything outside of their echo chamber. So until it was in the echo chamber, they didn't know that Disney had inclusion standards. They all just said, "Oh, it's an agenda," without having any proof. Disney gave them the proof in 2020. That's the article. Is the thing that I had Dan put up in the video. That proof has existed. And the first time someone presented it to me is after Elon Musk retweeted it, because then it got in the echo chamber. Duke. Oh, Duke's a good one too, because Duke, I don't think, because his storyline was Joker or something. Not Joker War.
No, it's Robin War.
Robin War.
And he was in Batman Year Zero.
But his storyline is that his parents got taken over by the Joker virus, and that's like his story.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much stories outside
As far as I'm aware, there's nothing. Yeah, I can't think of anything. The Foxes, you obviously can't, but yeah, Duke, I can't think of.
Could we swap
something
Bishop?
that you could.
I don't know Bishop well enough, What I
I've
do
not
know,
read
I
enough
would say
stories,
yes,
yeah.
but I don't know him well enough to know like his 90s stuff. So
Right. Basically, the point we're making is you can't change a character to a different race or gender when that character has things related to them that are ingrained because of their race and or gender. That's what we're saying. Like if
yeah, no, I mean
if
they're
it was
bringing up good examples. They
anything
are
else. They
examples
are, yeah.
because like no one's trying to ask weird stuff. Could we swap Dan for an anime waifu? Yes, Alex, we could. You know what? Preferred.
Yeah. No kidding.
But like I said, I wanted to have a little mini rant about that. There's no way I'm putting that video up.
Yeah, definitely not.
Because you know what? Even if people agree with me, even if people see my point, the people in the comments will not be those people.
Nope. No, it will not.
I have no issues putting it up on my Twitch channel and just having a mini rant. Benny, Madam, Webb. People love to clip out of context, too. They do. I've had that happen multiple times. Like when I said, hey, we need to change comic story, and either we're going to slow down content or we're going to need Patreon. And I said, and one of the reasons is because there's been no big events in comics. That got spun into Comic Story and says the comic book industry is dying, and therefore so is this channel. And I was like, what the fuck is that shit?
I remember. That was the stupidest thing.
So,
Are you gonna be hopping in the ninja room, or am I grabbing stream footage again?
stream footage would be easiest. Was that bad to work with?
I mean, it's not the best quality. But I mean, it's up to you. Your highest quality is 720p, and then I have to zoom in to cut out the.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do the thing.
Okay. Crafting, I saw some of the Borderlands trailer, and like the second Tiny Tina started talking, I was like, that is not in any way.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second. That did not look interesting at all.
No,
Like I'm gonna pull it up, guys. We can't watch it because I'm on YouTube right now, and I know the song's gonna get copyright striked, so I can't actually watch it. Okay, I can watch it muted, but it doesn't look like that's the problem. A Borderlands trailer should look interesting, right, Dan?
Yeah, and I'm also shocked they didn't get the Claptrap voice act. Actually, wait, is the Claptrap voice actor still alive? I think it is. They are.
Yeah, they do a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't get him for.
I think there's bad blood with him. If I remember correctly, it's a guy named Mikey Newman. Can you double check that?
I've got Claptrap was voiced by David Eddings in the first 4 Borderland games, and that was replaced by Jim Foranda since Borderlands 2 VR game, following a public falling out between Eddings and Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford. Okay.
I think there was a falling out with the person.
Yeah.
I hate these stupid things. Trailer starts now. Cool, it's 2 minutes long. Why do I need an intro to the trailer?
Because they needed the
Like this right here, this scene right here. This I was a little excited with this, okay? I was like, okay, cool. So we got Krieg, we got Tannis, we got Roland. Is that all of them? Yeah, okay. I'm trying to catch the scene with all of them on the screen. Yeah. Tannis, Roland, Lilith, and Tiny Tina. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a Krieg of all characters to put into this. You know Brick, who's the other one?
They went Borderlands 2.
But not all of Borderlands
Actually,
2.
yeah, not all of Borderlands 2, but
It's
they
like
went...
Maya. Yeah, no Maya.
Well, no Maya makes sense because
But they got Krieg.
A siren. Well, yeah, but siren, like, technically Lilith is the same as a siren, which Maya was. So that one makes sense for not having both. You don't want to
Yeah.
double dip.
So, like, here's all of them, right? My first complaint, the cast is all in their 50s. Like, it's just kind of a weird decision when your game was based off characters like Moxie and Lilith. I'm not against it because the people they got are Jamie Lee Curtis and Kate Blanchett and Kevin Hart. Okay.
Guess who's voicing Claptrap, by the way?
Jack Black.
Yeah, apparently it's Jack Black. I didn't know that.
Like I'm okay with it because you got the right actors if you're gonna go this route, but it just seems like such a weird decision. Like, is okay? Let's say this sells like crazy. Are we gonna get Kate Blanchett for 3 movies as Lilith? Jamie Lee Curtis is gonna be done in this one. Why is Tannis even here?
I don't even remember Tannis.
Tannis was the doctor that gave you 90% of your missions, like on the first game.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
So, like, the animation here looks okay, looks interesting. Kate Blanchett is just such a weird choice for this, but Krieg, I don't know who's playing Krieg, but he better say nothing but Krieg. And like garbled
Or like,
stupid
I'm
shit.
gonna eat your baby.
That's what I'm saying, or garbled shit. Like that should be the only things he says. He's gonna be their insane Drax, you know?
Yeah, exactly. With the very sophisticated inner monologue.
Yeah. Oh, if they could do his inner monologue, which I doubt they'll do.
Yeah, but like that, like that trailer for his character release was so good.
I'm the conductor for the poop train. I have the shiniest meat bicycle. The chat is just quoting Krieg now. This is who I played every time we played Borderlands 2. I had to play Krieg.
Yeah.
Yeah, the CG doesn't look bad. I like it. But like this sequence, there's a sequence in here that kind of shows the back and forth of the humor. And this right here, the piss water or whatever.
The piss water makes me realize that is not Tiny Tina.
Yeah, one, that's not Tiny Tina. She's not acting at all like she's supposed to. This is the older Tiny Tina from like Borderlands 3. That's what this is.
Yeah.
But this is just a weird, Kevin Hart feels like he's phoning it in. I don't get the Kevin Hart vibe out of this, right?
Right. Well, it's because they chose Kevin Hart for a serious character.
Yeah, it just feels phoned in. It doesn't feel like Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Kate Blanchett in enough stuff recently to remember how she acts, so I liked this little teaser. It's probably like as a little Easter egg towards the masks they always come out with afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Borderlands fan, guys, if you didn't know. I really am.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a teaser probably to the masks that they end up doing. You can always download. Yeah, because she's got one on here. But, like, nothing about this really got me to be pumped as a Borderlands fan to go see it. It looks like, from what I'm seeing here, this looks like it's going to be passable. It's going to be like the Uncharted movie, which I think is made by the Uncharted guy. So
It is. Like, a lot of people were like, why would you advertise that?
Well, Uncharted wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. Like,
but
that
it wasn't the game.
Right, it wasn't the game. It wasn't good. It just felt like a half-assed attempt at a mild Indiana Jones movie, and this just feels like it's going to be like a half-assed attempt at a Borderlands movie. It's probably going to be like, okay, that was okay. And that's going to be it. And we'll forget it exists like a month afterwards.
Yeah.
Fans are probably going to hate it, Spider Guy Gamer. I'll give them credit. At least they seem to be trying to some extent, but
like I will
like
say
this. I don't know who this is. Does anyone know who's this guy's playing? Because he better not be. Where is he? That better not be Handsome Jack.
There's no way it's not. Who else would it be?
Because it would have to be Handsome Jack pre-mask.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh.
It's got to be. Like, I literally can't think of anyone.
Generic Atlas worker. Yeah.
I mean, he's leading all the psycho. Well, actually, no. Does Handsome Jack lead the psychos?
I think the psychos.
I thought he was just like trying to manipulate.
See, Jeannie, I agree with you. She's like, if it's Handsome Jack, I will lose it. Like it's fake Jack.
Yeah, this feels like it's placed between pre-sequel and Borderlands.
Oh, yeah, he does hate the
2,
psychos.
And right in the middle is where it feels.
Like I said, this doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Like that's the issue.
I didn't even know this was being made, to be honest.
That's what Leo said. I've actually followed it for a while. Yeah, just so weird.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe it'll turn out to be one of the best video game adaptions, but
This
my
trailer
hopes
tells me
aren't
it's going to
so
end
high.
with, "We may not have found the vault, but we found friends along the way."
I would love that.
I did not see the Elden Ring. I have not played Elden Ring yet. I'm admitting this to you guys. I've not
saw the
played Elden.
poster.
I played maybe 4 hours total to make a few videos with Platt and Benji. That was it.
With Platt and Benji, you mean Natalie and Sean?
No, I didn't make videos with them. I made it with Platt and Benji. It was when we were doing the things with
No.
Dylan for the other channel.
I know, but I know exactly an episode where it was you, Sean, and Natalie, and you were fighting a giant crab.
It was like
'Cause
one
I-
episode, maybe.
Notably remember Sean being like, "Wait, did you die already?"
Pure and radiant, he wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men.
Jade's right. I don't remember half the stuff I do anymore, Pybo. Oh, I got words in that Spider-Man DLC. And
There
then
is nothing
we'll
more
finally film Madam
terrifying.
Webb because Dan's got to go soon. Wuthering Waves. I saw your comment. I've been tracking Wuthering Waves.
In that forsaken place, blood must spill. Blood of your fellows. They are truly faithful.
They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war.
Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikola is doing here.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Vesma's flame.
Come now, touch the withered arm, and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
My issue with this is the reason I played 4 hours of the original. I mean, it's a good game. I don't mind that, but I have like the worst take ever on this because I just found it to be a clone of Dark Souls, and I've played every single Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Demon Souls, and this was just reusing assets, and I'm like, it's just an asset flip, which it basically was off of the original Dark Souls titles.
Oh my gosh, Nintendo should sue.
Nintendo should sue. They asset flipped their own game. I mean, I'll give them. But and I've always hated the Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne storytelling methods in which they don't tell a story. You have to read items and you have to read loading screens, and then you have idiots that watch, like, they don't actually do that. They go watch videos like the Bife videos on Destiny, and they're like, "Oh my god, greatest story ever!" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" They're like, "Well, if you read the ring that you can find in the place over there, and you go talk to Melina over in that direction, the comment she says is actually related to the urn located over in this location." I hate that shit. I hate that storytelling method. I don't like it.
And I'm over here like, oh, I clicked through that conversation. It wasn't a cutscene.
Yeah. Destiny does it too. I hate the way Destiny used to do it. They got a little bit better, and then they went back to doing it. Yeah, Alex is right. They have a great story. They won't tell you about it. Dark Souls has a great story. They won't tell you it. Elden Ring has a sound and good story, and they won't tell it to you unless you want to do. Thank you. Great way to put it, Lane. It's a scavenger hunt story, and I hate that shit. I hate scavenger hunt stories. Yes, I've made an entire channel doing gaming lore because I'm the... You know why I hate scavenger hunt stories? Because I'm the guy that will go to the wiki and read all that shit. That's why I hate them.
This is Benny's conversation, and then at the very end. Also, expect a video with the Elden Ring lore about 1 week prior to the release of the DLC when we're capitalizing on the search algorithm.
But no, I mean, I actually bought it. Let me check real quick. I think I have it right. Where the fuck did the thing go? There it is. Pretty sure. Did I download it? Oh, I had to wipe it because of that. Here, we'll hit download it again. I have it on this PlayStation. I was going to co-op with Natalie, but Natalie doesn't want to do any From Software stuff anymore unless there's a reason. The audience it brought out after speed running it for like 4 years and wanting to do something else just really soured at doing any of this. She did it for 4 years. The audience loved her. She tried to do other games and they just got super toxic with her and she got really fed up. So I was supposed to co-op this with her on our co-op Fridays and it didn't happen. So now it's probably going to be me and Sean doing this one. But I do have it, so I can play it here on stream for you guys because I know a lot of you are fans of it, and I didn't do anything more than the first boss, so it'll be fun to check out and actually give it a fair shot instead of just discounting it as an asset flip Dark Souls. So,
by the way, I don't know if I told you or someone else, did I tell you about Shangri-La Frontier that about 8 episodes in, it turns out the character is you?
No, you didn't tell me that.
Did I tell you that? Because when he first starts playing the game, he skips the first town, goes straight to the second one because he's playing and he's like, oh, I'm the best. I could beat the boss without even trying. And then 8 episodes in, he meets someone and they're like, so what skills have you combined? And he's like, you can combine skills?
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
learns
me.
that he lost.
Yeah.
He missed out on so many tutorials. And I was like, this is Benny playing God of War.
Oh, okay, clip this. When I get to the end of Elden Ring, what we're probably going to do is I'm not going to stream Rebirth, Final Fantasy VII for you guys. It's nothing against any of you. I just don't want to have the game spoiled. I'm taking 3 days off of work, and I'm going to blitz through the main story so I can have it done. Did you see? Yeah. This is the work PS5. Yeah, no. If you want to see what I got, this is why I'm so bogged down right now. I'm working on this because we just got 2B, and I'm almost at a platinum for this. I'm proud of this because I'm at the final grind on this one. Skull and Bones, I'm actually enjoying it. There's Persona. I'm a huge fan of Persona 5. I'm playing Persona 3. I already played Persona 4, Golden Age. Helldivers 2. I mean, who doesn't have this right now? Even Dan's got it, and he doesn't play games. No, I'm about to do it later.
I played some of it earlier, and I realized that you're literally just playing StarCraft 2 as a third-person shooter from the point of the Terrans.
Or it's the Starship Troopers movie.
I
got this really cool game right here. It's just a quick platinum trophy. It's like a 3-hour trophy, but it's a puzzle game, which is actually really challenging. Suicide Squad, One Piece Odyssey. There's Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which I said, Genie, we should team up and try to finish that. I'm a huge fan of Honkai. If you're looking at these, you should see my roster at Honkai. It's pretty rocking. I like it.
Yeah, Coda.
Coda can't leave. Hold on, we got to do Wuthering Waves, Coda. I'll text you what I think about it. We'll put it up in a minute. I was going to talk about the Spider-Man DLC. But, like, here's the issue. These are the games I've got right now. I'm working on all these. I pre-ordered Pacific Drive. I pre-ordered Rebirth. I pre-ordered Stellar Blade. I beat Tekken 8 all the way through with the Platinum. I got Still Rising to work through. I picked up this one because it was on sale.
What's that Dragon Marked for Death game?
Really cool, but the way they do co-op is just annoying. So...
Oh, lame.
Yeah, so that's why we stopped playing it. Prince of Persia I want to get through, and then all these ones I beat already. I've gone through these.
Oh, Hades 2. I'm excited for that one.
Star Rail, fuck yeah. Yeah, we'll look at that real fast, and then we're going to... Well, you know, we're going to pull this up while I talk about Spider-Man, okay, so you can see my roster, okay? I'm not super pinned out, but I got like most of the main roster. I'm missing Fu Yao. I can't say her name. That's great. You like Persona, a lot of great games. I play a lot of varying games, Pybo. So Spider-Man DLC. Let's look at that real quick, Dan.
Okay.
Did you know the Spider-Man DLC?
I didn't.
There's Spider-Man.
Is it the fact that Sasuke, aka Peter Parker, is also a voice you can have in Helldivers?
Is it?
It is. I'm literally running around as Sasuke going, "Oh, I'm down. Oh God, my leg."
Here we go. They're gonna show the costumes here, or is it just gonna be something stupid? There it is. These are the costumes. Okay,
What?
all of you guys with my consistent argument about live service games, you're all playing them, and you claim you don't like live service. I put up a funny meme. I gave it to Alex today. I don't know if he put it in the video. It was intended for him to maybe put in our video. This is literally the situation of Spider-Man 2. Our game is live service. Nobody cheers. We will continue to add new content, cosmetic options, and ways to play for years to come. Cheering. Okay?
Yep.
Spider-Man 2 is coming out with paid DLC for these two terrible looking costumes. It's a $4.99 charity thing. All proceeds will go to the charity. Cool. I get it. And everyone's like, well, no, as long as they don't do microtransactions. What do you think they're testing you? Do you think that they're going to have you guys buy this for charity and it's not going to be marketing data to see if people would pay $4.99 for costumes? It's straight up going to be.
Yep. I mean, honestly, the live service games, that word, 2 words?
Yeah.
3 words?
I think
Whatever.
it's 2.
Those words is, no, 3 words, live service games. Anyway, it was ruined by like 3 games, and now those single words are just making everyone go, no, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
They ruined it.
This is literally it, though. They're coming out with a new Game Plus patch, and there's a $4.99 DLC pack you can get. And it's just like, guys, this is what they're doing. This is literally what I was talking about. This is a live service game without saying it's a live service game. And also, by not saying it's a live service game, there's no expectation. So they can be like, hey, new Game Plus will be out of March. We had no content since launch, but hey, we're not a live service game. Sorry. You know?
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, the biggest difference between live service and DLC is extra game, whereas live service is the continuation of the game.
Yeah, but the problem is they blurred that line now where DLC just endlessly goes.
Yes, no, definitely. But like, I miss the days where it was, you could play the main game and you got the full story. But then if you got the DLC, you got that extra story or a little bit of an epilogue or stuff like that. And it like
this game right here. You know Dead Cells, right, Dan?
I have heard of it, yes.
Dead Cells is not a live service game, but it continues support for 5 years. And the company said, we're done. We're going to stop supporting the title at this point. And the other director was like, how dare you? What a cheap move. Like, live service games are everything you're playing these days. Like, that's just it. If an indie game pops off, becomes a live service game. Do you really think Pal World's going to go with its original plan of finishing the game within a year and then that's the end of it? No.
It's also live service games just also became a business model when initial launches became incredibly unsuccessful to the point that they couldn't fully support things. And it's easier to add small bits to a fully completed game and make the same amount of money as it is to not. I mean, it's like what they said. What was it? The horse, that first horse that they added to World of Warcraft, the sparkly pony, made Blizzard more money than the entirety of the sales for StarCraft 2.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, that's the problem with these days. Like, the video we're working on right now, and Alex has put it together, is my argument is you don't hate live service games, you hate certain games. Like, the hate for Suicide Squad makes 0 sense when everyone's freaking out about Helldivers, unless you just don't like Suicide Squad. Nothing to do with the live service elements or what they chose to do with it or the end game or any of that stuff. You just don't like Suicide Squad. You can like Helldivers. You can just dislike a game. You don't have to dislike live service games. And that's why I just find it so funny, because that's literally what it comes down to. All right, let me get in here for this Madam Webb rant.
Yes.
Well, apparently this thing's stuck at updating, so we'll see how that goes. Honkai Star Rail won't load on my PlayStation. I haven't played it on PlayStation in a little while. Normally I do the story elements on PlayStation, and then I go and do all the grinding and shit on other stuff.
That makes sense.
Did I remind Sal to watch Madam Web? No. What do you think I am, his babysitter? Sometimes I wonder about you guys. Do you like think that we all just literally, like, Dan comes over and we just hang out from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and just chat all day? I mean, we chat all
used
day.
to. No, I'm just- Honkai Star Rail is great if you like those. If you like those kind of app games, but want more of like a story and substance to it. I think one of the biggest things that people dislike about live service games as well, though, is the fact that, like, you really do just feel like you're missing out on a game you already bought.
Oh, no, that is... I'm going to hang up here. Okay, you should be good here. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Dan. And this is unmuted.
There we go. For some reason, it turned off my audio source. What was the first live service game ever made?
Try to get ourselves on the screen, guys. Don't worry. I'll just do it this way. Nope, don't do it that way. That shows too much.
Some people are saying
The first live service game was 1997.
Yeah, he did it.
Total something. It was like Total Annihilation. It was a RTS game. They did monthly updates to it. That is the on record, what is considered the first live service game.
Huh. It seems like this games as a service terminology also is envelops MMOs as well.
Yeah, which
What
is
is
what
with
which is what my argument's been forever. Everyone's like, "No, MMOs are different." I'm like, they come out with content on a cycle.
Yeah.
They pretty much created the 3-month rotation of cycle stuff that we deal with.
100%, yeah.
I guess I'll put that there. Wait, why did the screen get all weird? Oh,
yeah,
that's so weird. OBS is doing some weird shit, Dan.
Or at least the Ninja Room is for you.
Am I excited to see Avid Children at theaters? Yes and no. We're debating if we're not going to go because we have seen that multiple times. The theater would be cool, but we have seen it multiple times.
Unless they're doing what they did with the game and we're getting Advent Children Rebirth. Slightly different.
Fighting games these days are a live service. Yeah, straight up, they are. Which I kind of prefer because I like getting new characters all the time. I'm not good enough to be like, I'm constantly competing on like masters levels and shit like that. So it's fun for me to just have new characters to play around with. Total Annihilation. That was the name of the game. Total Annihilation is the first live service game. Alex just edited the video in which I said that. So. See, that's a different argument, though, Ghost, and I agree with you. The dislike of live service games that a majority of them feel predatory and just grind you for your money at every point while ignoring major issues and player feedback. So
That and the wiki page brings up a good point as well of the fact that games as a service or live service games, often people invest money into them, but then when they go down, you can't play them anymore.
right.
And so it's like,
app games as
oh,
well. Wasn't there an
yeah,
app game that you
exactly.
loved, but you were hesitant to spend money on because it was
I-
getting shut down or something?
Yeah, Dungeon Link. I
That was it.
still am so sad that that game is gone, and I play Guardian Tales mostly because they bought the assets from Dungeon Link, so they legitimately have all the same characters, like their sprites and their looks and their abilities and everything. It's actually kind of awesome. But I am very sad that game's gone. That's still one of my favorites. All right, you ready to
I'm
rant
looking
about?
over some notes real quick just to make sure I got my idea in mind.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point, Neko, is like a lot of the time there are games where you truly feel like you're never going to catch up if you don't spend money. There's other games where it's like you can catch up quicker if you spend money, but at the end of the day, you can get all the same stuff. A great example is Black Desert Online. Almost everything you can buy in that in the cash shop, people can and will buy them and then sell them for silver in game on the auction house. So people are able to buy those things. And so like stuff like that. But yeah, Diablo Immortal, like Alex just said, if you're not paying, you're never going to catch up because you need to get that bonus loot if you want to be viable in any way. And you're not ever going to be viable because so many streamers decided, you know what? We hate this idea, but we're going to spend 10 grand on this game for content, but we're definitely not supporting it. And it's like,
I mean, that's what happened with Diablo Immortal. Diablo Immortal's terrible.
That's
this
exactly
guy
what I'm saying.
spent $400,000 on it. Like,
yeah. And a lot of them, they're like, oh, I only did it for videos to show how much you have to spend. And it's like, yes. And you all proved that people will spend that game creators these days don't really even have to. This is a great one, Benny, for you. They don't have to market towards gamers anymore. They market towards content creators because they know content creators will buy the things so that they're doing things that other people can't. Like, so few content creators succeed off of this is a free-to-play guide to this game.
No, yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. That kind of reminds me of, I also love the Twitch streamers who only do Twitch and don't have a secondary form of income or something like that are constantly arguing because, like, did you know Twitch is going to raise the price of its subscriptions?
I did not.
They're going to raise it, and then people are like, hey, guys, just donate to the streamer. Don't give any money to Twitch. And I'm like, you're not wrong. If you want to support your streamer, you go directly to them. I would say go to my Patreon and go to my YouTube memberships. But here's the problem. If no one's paying subs through Twitch, Twitch will shut down and there will be no Twitch.
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
I just find that funny.
It's crazy how websites and websites that have servers need to pay for those servers. I mean, Palworld kind of opened everyone's eyes of how expensive that can be.
I mean, Helldivers is having that issue.
Yeah, Helldivers definitely.
So,
didn't they, like, Palworld say they're spending like $700,000 a month to keep the servers up 24/7? Insane. Anyway, let's do this.
Okay, this is probably gonna be a little more off the. You gotta be off the screen. Get yourself off. Go away. Why are you there, Dan?
Oh, right. I
don't need to
forget
be
that
there.
I know I have my OBS set that it doesn't matter. Give me a second.
But if I'm doing it on a stream, I need you to go away, Dan.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can make this.
Kevin's never there and somehow gets it all on OBS. But he also can't talk, so. Oh, that's the problem. Like everyone, everything is jacking its prices up like crazy. It's not sustainable because you know what's not going up? Pay rates.
Can you hear me? Oh, you took your headset off.
Oh, wait, Dan's jumping back in. What's up?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, and I should be off the screen. It's full screen on mine. Hopefully it did it on yours. You're playing an ad right now, so I can't tell. Anyway, you are recording. Start whenever you're ready.
Okay. Me. Do, re, mi, fa, so Dan is sucking dicks later. There we go. All right. That's my warm up. Ha! Hoo! Wata! All right, guys, I've officially watched Madame Webb 7 times. Yes, I watched it 7 times. How did you do that, Benny? Well, let me tell you about it. Oh, fuck, we gotta do an ad. God damn it. Okay, hold on. All right, everyone, I have officially watched Madame Webb 7 times, and I'm going to tell you how I managed to do that and how bad the movie really is right after a word from our sponsors, Whatnot. Dan, at this point, insert the Whatnot ad that we have not filmed yet. Man, what a Whatnot ad. It's also brought to you by This Hot Sauce Is, the hot sauce that I have created with my friends, and you can buy it in the link right down below. It's a whiskey-infused Hatch and jalapeno sauce, very mild spice. There is no alcohol content in it, and it works for almost everything, from eggs to pulled pork. You can put it on your hot dogs. You can put it on your burger. I put it on just about everything. Now, let's talk about Madame Webb and how I watched it 7 times. So, I refused to go see Madame Webb. Why? Because it looks terrible. Well, looked terrible. And I made a comment on my podcast channel, absolutely, link down below, that I refuse to pay to go see Madame Webb. And I am 100% against illicit pirating of content. We need to support the content that we want to see be made. But see, that is my wording right there. We need to support the content that we want to see be made. I do not want to see Madame Webb be made. So what I found was a Twitch link that had it on loop. And I watched a bootleg version of Madame Webb on the side, rolling all by itself while I played many games and did many other things. So I watched Madame Webb 7 times. Just left it on. Oh my God, does it get worse with each sequential viewing of that movie. So let me tell you the plot to Madame Webb, because I don't think anyone is in here going, Benny, give me your spoiler-free opinions, because I just did. So Madame Webb starts in a hot and steamy 1973's Peru. We see Cassie's mother on a mission to find magical spiders, which, as we'll discover later in the plot, she's doing to try and cure her daughter of a disease. But we discover that she is in 1973 in Peru. Hot, steamy, very pregnant. And there's an Ezekiel Sim character there. He is the bodyguard. Cassie's mother discovers the magical spider, the one that will grant everyone powers. And Ezekiel Sims, he wants that magical spider. He shoots Cassie's mother in the stomach, nearly hitting the unborn child. But don't worry. Weird, bizarre spider creature people, an indigenous tribe, exists in 1973's Peru. They jump out of the trees, pick up the injured Cassie's mother, and carry her off to their local, super mystical, awesome pool of water, where they lower her down with her new spider potential powers, and they grant abilities to save Cassie, the baby. Jump to 2003. We get to 2003. Cassie is now an EMT. She has an incessant need to save and help people, and that's exactly what she's going to do. We also have Adam Scott. Ben Parker? Maybe. Maybe not. What the hell? Why is that flickering? Hold on. Dan, is it flickering?
I haven't seen any like big flickers.
It does, because of the monitor situation I have occasionally. But if you're not seeing it, then it's just the monitors trying to figure out what's going on.
I haven't seen it. If it's conveniently happened at the times I look away, then but I don't think it's done it. So
Yeah, okay. We cut to 2003. Cassie is now an EMT with an incessant need to help everybody. That's just how she is. Working with her partner, Benjamin Ben Parker. As a guy whose full name is Benny, and no one really even calls me Ben, I don't really understand why Ben is quoted as being his nickname, but whatever. The two of them are going off on their missions, and they end up getting into a car wreck in the middle of their mission because she was trying to save people. By the way, they also show you that she really knows how to do CPR. It's going to be important. Another thing you'll notice if you watch this movie, Pepsi Cola is everywhere. It's 2003. I don't think we had that weird Kendra Jennings thing, like that weird ad that made Pepsi go. Cut this part out, Dan. I didn't get any of those names right. All right. It's 2003, Pepsi Cola is everywhere, and so is CPR. It's apparently Cassie's specialty. She is really good at CPR. I'll explain why that's important later. Anyway, she gets into a car wreck, which has her floating through the water, and we see tons of webbing. Webbing everywhere, and we discover that she has now been granted powers because she almost died. Is that linked to the indigenous tribe and the weird water that her mom did? Most likely. Anyway, she's brought back to life by Ben Parker and then proceeds to move forward. That's when we discover Ezekiel Sims, the man that was a bodyguard to Cassie's mother. That man is now a multi-billionaire, and he has a super suit, and he has many powers just like Spider-Man, and he is now getting visions that he's going to die at the hands of 3 spider women at an undisclosed period of time, sometime in the future. We don't know when. And he needs to hunt down the teenagers that are going to become the Spider Women to kill them. Is he a bad guy? We don't actually know. He just wants to kill the women. So it's safe to assume he is a bad guy, but he doesn't have any kind of an evil plot. There's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. We don't understand what his ultimate goal is. We don't know how he got rich. We don't know where the suit came from. He's just that now. Okay, moving forward. Okay, moving forward. We cut back to Cassie. She begins to have weird deja vu moments. She sees things happen, and then they happen. But she doesn't know that she's predicting the future yet. We have to go through the same sequence multiple times before she can figure out that she is seeing the future because she hasn't done it yet. It even has an really awkward moment where she goes to the baby shower for what I assume is going to be Peter Parker, but they never name him that as far as I caught it. It was hard to tell because I was watching a version which had a lot of echo on certain things, so if I missed the line. But she goes to the baby shower and ruins the baby shower because she can see into the future and questions. It's weird. It's very awkward, very cringe. Why is it in the movie? You could have easily made it a fun party. I also made me realize whenever you have a bad movie like this and they have awkward dialogue at something like a baby shower, this baby shower had like 20 people there. There's 20 people at this party, and only Cassie and Mary Parker are talking. That's it. Why? No one else is talking. No one else is celebrating. No one knows what's going on. Anyway, Cassie eventually puts it together that she can tell the future. This is her ability. She gets onto a subway conveniently, and on that subway, conveniently, all 3 Spider Women arrive. And conveniently, she gets a future prediction that Ezekiel Sims is going to show up and kill all the women. Okay. So she looks like a crazy person on the train, rounds up all 3 girls, brings them out of the train. The Sydney Sweeney's character, which I don't remember the name, is it Anya? No, it's Julia. Julia calls out that they're being kidnapped. Now they got the cops on her, but everyone misses the guy crawling on the ceiling because Ezekiel Sims throws the suit on like he's freaking Tony Stark, where it's just underneath and it just appears on him, and then he can just go. He's just doing it. So she kidnaps them all, technically, puts them in a cab, tries to explain everything to them. It's the most wooden acting I've ever seen, these explanations and everything going on. And then she drives the kids into the woods and leaves them. Just leaves them. You'll be safe here. That's what she tells them. And she leaves. I've got it up here too to make sure that I'm on track for what actually happened, to make sure I'm not fucked up with it. One second, let me make sure I didn't steal the taxi, puts him in a forest. So anyway, Cassie leaving the kids in the woods and tells them to be safe and be here and hide in the woods. No food, no phone, no nothing. Just drops them in the woods, drives back home to get her mom's notes to figure out what is going on because she has decided that this has to be somehow connected to everything that happened with her mother. It gets weirder. So we have a situation now where it's mildly interesting. I'm not going to lie. Ezekiel Sims is now chasing down everyone. The girls obviously ignore Cassie. They walk to a diner. They start dancing on the table. This draws out Ezekiel Sims. He shows up. He starts trying to kill them. It's a suspenseful moment where he's doing some really cool stuff. But again, we get to see Cassie die and then come back because she saw the future. So now we get to see her avoid the death. What it honestly started reminding me of was a CW version of the Final Destination franchise. If you haven't seen the Final Destination movies, why? They're awesome. Go watch them. There's so many of those movies. But this just seems like it should have been in that because the way she keeps seeing people die and then she can prevent it from happening. Okay, cool. So they eventually fight against Ezekiel. She drives all the girls over to Mary's place to drop the girls off to be safe. And then while Ezekiel Sims is chasing them, decides she has to go to Peru. Because why not? Let's go to the source of everything. Let's go to the beginning of it all. We're going to go to Peru. And here's what I loved about that. The movie treats the Peru jaunt like she disappeared for a day. Like she drove from like Brooklyn to, Queens and just hung out. She just goes to Peru. And she goes into the forest where she meets up with the tribe that saved her life as a baby, and they explain everything. Ezekiel Sims has all the powers, but she also has powers, but not his powers, but different powers. The ability to see the future. He doesn't really have that. He's not really tapped into that. You have this ability. Also, you might have the ability to be in multiple places at the same time. We're just going to lightly imply that so it doesn't seem as out of place at the ending, but it's very out of place no matter how they put it. Anyway, she comes back. Oh, it's also when she discovered her mom was trying to save her from a hereditary disease. That was the big reveal. Oh, my mom didn't abandon me for the spiders. She was trying to save me. That explains everything. I'm okay with it all now. Mary, her water breaks, so they decide that they are now going to the hospital. Which somehow, I don't remember how, Ezekiel Sims has an assistant that's basically Oracle from Batman. She's just a woman with glasses who has a computer in front of her and the ability to tap into the NSA and stuff. And it's like, Ezekiel, I found them. They're there. And he's like, cool. I will go get my spider suit and fight them. So anyway, they're on their way back. Cassie shows up. So anyway, they're on their way back. Cassie shows up. Big fight. Blah, blah, blah. We got to save the unborn Peter Parker. I feel like this segment of the movie was a major plot point of that other version of the movie that we heard about, where the whole movie was about protecting Peter Parker. This whole sequence, how they got there and got involved here, seems like it was intended for that movie, not for this movie. Because what I haven't told you yet, and I'm going to tell you more towards the ending, but one, the girls don't have powers. The girls haven't done anything. They have no suits. They're literally three damsels in distress that Cassie is trying to save. There are no fight sequences. There are no action set pieces. Nothing has happened other than a couple of explosions and a man crawling on a wall. This is it. Cassie's powers, she tried to climb a wall at one point and can make webbing appear everywhere, and magically has a great marketing campaign with Pepsi because it shows up everywhere. Anyway, our crappy Final Destination movie leads to them getting Ezekiel to follow them to the Pepsi-Cola sign, a giant Pepsi-Cola sign, where they have a big fight, and all three of the girls who didn't do anything are well, hold on. Before this happens, there is a scene that stood out to me. The Pepsi-Cola sign is exploding, and a piece of metal hits the ground. And now Cassie's ability to see in the future has become so good that she grabs the metal and, like she's freaking Captain America, starts to block fireworks and stuff going off from hitting them. And it's the most crappiest looking sheet of metal I've ever seen. It looks like something out of a video game. You ever play a video game and there's just that one convenient piece of metal off to the side? And it's just what is this for? Oh, block shit. That's exactly what it was. That's all it was. So anyway, they end up going over to They end up going over to this. The whole thing's exploding. The 3 girls are separated. And Ezekiel's like, you can't save all 3 of them. Who are you going to save? And then Cassie, based off one line from the indigenous tribe when she was in Peru, now has the ability to create 3 of herself and save all of them. And then she gets the sign to fall on Ezekiel Sims, and he dies. There's no real fight, no kung fu, no action outside of a couple of choreographed deaths. And then Cassie falls off the sign, which hit her weirdly. We're assuming called her paralysis. But as she's falling through the water, a stray firework just goes bonk right in the eyes. Boom, loses her eyesight. And then she's pulled out of the water. And remember what I said about CPR? CPR. So in a sub scene, when the girls and Cassie were there, Cassie was showing them how to do CPR. It is like the most overly sexual CPR you'll ever see. They're like, CPR, CPR. Like, seriously, I'm not even joking. You'll see it if you ever see this movie. So at the end of the movie now, it's like, CPR, save Cassie, CPR. And they save Cassie, who now is blind and she's in a wheelchair, but she can still see into the future, and she knows they're going to become Spider Women, and they're going to say she's going to train them. And then we see the suits in the future. So, okay, first off, May Parker, yeah, she's lightly implied, never even said by name. The Spider-Man lore completely destroyed by doing this. It doesn't apply. You can't do this. 3, the dialogue is terrible in this movie. Really feels like everyone felt like they were phoning it in. Everyone's like, it feels like CW dialogue. I felt CW dialogue was better. Everyone felt like they just didn't want to be there. And if you've heard the rumors that they all thought they were in an MCU movie, apparently, I can see why they were all like, wait, I'm in a freaking Sonyverse movie? What's Sonyverse? You have to explain that to them. Then they're like, oh, no, oh, crap, oh, fudge. You know, like Adam Scott, there's no way Adam Scott agreed to this. He must have got a hell of a payday to be in this movie, because like that man could get like a really good role in the MCU. The suits, I called this on my podcast channel. Absolutely. The suits are literally in the flash forward sequence. That is it. And they didn't even do them right. You know that infamous scene that we've all seen in the trailers where they're like, look at Julia upside down. They spun the camera. The upside down scene, they spun the camera. The only reason I know she's upside down is I saw the other stuff. So why even film her upside down if you're going to flip it over? What was the point of that? We have the 3 suits that just looked, the only one that looked good was Julia's, and even that was probably because they made the whole screen fuzzy. It looked like somebody smeared Vaseline on the visions, so the future vision of the 3 of them in a suit just looked like somebody smeared Vaseline on the screen. It was terrible. And then that same scene gets played 3 times in the movie. 3 times they play that one flash forward scene. That's why my theory was in the trailers we were only seeing one scene of them all in the suits. It's because it's the only scene in the movie. The overall plot makes no sense. If you don't know who who Madam Webb is, she's someone in the middle of like her role at the very end of the movie, that's actually her. But she's also like 60. So I don't even know why they were like, let's get Dakota Johnson to do this whole thing. It just doesn't make any sense at all. The story is nonsensical. It's all over the place. They had to pull out everything that directly implied Spider-Man or Peter Parker, but they constantly do things that imply Spider-Man or Peter Parker without directly referencing him. The infamous line, I wrote it down in a tweet. What is it? It's, the infamous line that they butchered from Spider-Man that I tweeted out and had fun with. When you take on responsibility, great power will come. What? How do you butcher that line? Do they have a copyright on with great power must also come great responsibility? Do they have a copyright on that or something? Because you know what? If they do, then just use the other version, with great power comes responsibility, or whatever the other. You could have done any number of versions of that, because there are countless versions of that. You didn't have to make up a terrible version of that. That was not fun. That was not good. Why would you do that? Why would you make me hate everything about that? It's just such a bad movie. It's so terrible. But here's the thing. Everyone's acting like it's the worst movie to ever exist, and it's not. I've seen much worse movies than this. That's the biggest crime when it comes to Madam Web. It's just throw it on in the background, and you won't even know what the hell's happening half the time. This really brings me to the question of, why is Sony doing this? Like, I don't understand Sony's mindset when it comes to this. No one is asking for this. No one wants this. No one wanted Morbius. No one wants Craven. And no one wants Madam Web without Spider-Man. You barely made Venom work. You made Venom work, but you barely made it work, Sony. And you know why it worked? Not because you're some genius who has access to the Spider-Man lore and characters. It's because people like Venom. Venom has a fan base. You know who doesn't have a fan base? Morbius, Madam Web. Julia Carpenter does. What they named her something else in this, but Julia does. Do a movie about her. Do a Spider-Woman movie. You made the suits. You cast the characters. Give me a movie with Sweeney's. What's her name? Not Sweeney Todd. That's the role that Oh, geez, my brain's going all. My brain's cooked. My brain's cooked. I can't even think. That's how mad you made me, Sony. Who's this for? Why does this exist? And the worst part is you literally have it. You have Maddie, you have Anya, you have Julia. Do a Spider-Woman movie. No one wanted your half-assed attempt at a Final Destination movie with zero links to Spider-Man. Sydney Sweeney, thank you. The problem is I love Sydney Sweeney. I love her in the movie she's in. I loved her in Euphoria. I want to clarify that. But for some reason, whenever I want to go say Sydney Sweeney, my brain goes Sweeney Todd, and I have zero idea why. Okay? I don't know. So I'm just picturing here, like, oh yeah, that's the movie with Dakota Johnson and Sweeney Todd. No, that's not right. But that's what I don't get. You cast actual good actresses, at least passable actresses, okay? I mean, we've only seen Sydney Sweeney in so many things, and I'm not sure about the other two women. I don't know what else they're in. And they don't do anything in the movie. But why don't you just make a Spider-Woman movie? Just make that. Make the live-action Miles movie. Sony, if you're going to do this, stop taking a pot shot with Morbius, Madam Web, and Craven. Like, I feel like this is just one big acid trip for Sony. We got Spider-Man. Let's go down the roster. You know what'd be funny? Why don't we make a Sandman movie? Let's see how many people go see a Sandman movie. Oh, and cool. And then we'll do Stiltman. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We can't do Stiltman. That's actually a Daredevil character. Who cares? We're Sony. It makes no sense. I don't understand. There are characters in this roster they can make work. They did it with Venom. Why does this Madam Web movie even exist? It's terrible. It's horrible. It doesn't link into anything. The dialogue is atrocious. The cinematography doesn't make sense for what they're doing. There's so many jump cuts. There's so many implications of webbing going over the screen. They jump forward in time to then psych you out, like when they killed Cassie in the middle of the diner. It's like, did they kill Cassie? Oh, no, we didn't. That was a future thing. And I'm like, was I supposed to be surprised? Your whole movie is Final Destination, where we see how they're going to die first. You keep trying to jump me with it. It's not working. But that's it. That's my opinion on Madam Web. Maybe I'll make a whole video just going through the whole Sonyverse after Craven comes out, and we'll just see, what is this for? Wait, who could like this? But I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe here at Comic Storian. I'll be coming out with more videos as usual. And if you actually liked Madam Web, let me know down below, because I'd like to seek you some help. I want to bring you to a place where we can get people to talk to you and figure out what exactly is going on over here, okay? See you later.
All right, it's going to be Benny tells you the plot of Madam Web.
Did you not like it?
Benny spins a web. No, that was fine.
What did you get? What did the chat think? You liked it? Okay. Oh yeah, I did not. Yeah, the girl played Dora. The one who plays Anya played Dora, Dan. She was Dora the Explorer, and now this.
All right then. I mean, I'll say they got an attractive cast. That was it.
I really don't know why Sydney Sweeney. Every time I think of that name, I'm like, Sweeney Todd.
My head does the same thing.
Okay,
My
I'm
head
not
does the
crazy.
exact same thing. Yeah. Because I knew of Sweeney Todd much longer and long before I knew of Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's ridiculous.
Swing
that
your
that's
razor
actually-
high.
Oh,
So the
man.
video was fine, guys. I tried to change it up a little bit, make it more of my goofy explanation of the movie and what actually happened in it. The whole movie just kept saying, "Goddamn, Sydney Sweeney is gorgeous." Did the audience around you go, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Thank you, guys. You know, it's also funny, Dan. I also found this funny because I saw it. There was another tweet today about people talking about how girls in games just need to look like real people, otherwise it's softcore porn and gamers are porn addicts. And it just got me thinking, like, wait, hold on. Does the people who are arguing against attractive people being in video games think that everyone who wants attractive people is a porn addict? Like, that's where their heads go, apparently? Cut the last 30 seconds into a short. What was the last 30 seconds? What did I do at the end?
I've no idea.
You watch the Twitch version like a sane person. Oh, the little thing where I'm like, we got to get you help. We got.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I'd rather watch this movie. The main character is replaced by Sweeney Todd. It's Sweeney Todd seeing the future and saving.
Oh, my God.
The thing that bothered me was, like, things just don't make sense. Like, the villain there's no rhyme or reason. Like, he's going to get stopped in the future. From what? What is he doing?
Honestly, everything you said, it sounds like they had an idea for a movie. And then they were told along the way that they weren't allowed to do different things. And they never quite filled those gaps that they removed.
Yeah. Well, the original version of this was that they were going to be protecting a baby Peter Parker.
Which would have been amazing.
Yeah. I don't think it would have been amazing, but it definitely would have been.
It would have been better.
Yeah, let's go with better.
It would have been moderately interesting, potentially.
You've watched so many rant videos from Madam Webb, and they've all been pure comedy and full of joy.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, we have an option here now. I'm feeling a little better than I was earlier. I think I needed a good bike ride, work out some stuff in my head, Dan.
Nice.
I can go play some Skull and Bones, and we can just veg out and chit-chat, or we can call it a day. I think I'll be live late tomorrow. Depends on how late our D&D game goes. If it follows the timeline I'm expecting, I'll be live about an hour ago from this time. So whatever that is for you. About 2 o'clock our time, Dan, I could think we could probably get CE and a D&D done and then be done by then.
By 2 o'clock? Yeah.
That's what I'm
easy.
saying. I could go live at 2. And then Friday, I got 2 meetings that are going to ride to the point where I don't think I'm going to be live. So I think this week is just going to be kind of a veg out, not do much week on stream. Like I've told you guys, I do love streaming, and I am aiming for Monday through Friday. But we also have a lot of projects we're working on, so sometimes they just get in the way. Or your PlayStation breaks. So.
Or your PlayStation breaks.
Or your PlayStation breaks. Call it a day. I will say, I did sign up to do Twitch drops for Skull and Bones when the new season drops next week, so I will be going live with that. In future plans, just so you guys know what we're doing with the streams, we're going to keep playing Suicide Squad. I'm just kind of putting that in the back burner right now while I wait for season 1 to start. I'll still jump on occasionally, but we'll probably start doing Elden Ring. I'm thinking about doing Subnautica Sub-Zero here on stream. I will not be doing Rebirth, so you guys can't spoil it for me. If I do Rebirth, I will have already beat it off stream. So, what's up?
I didn't realize Skull and Bones had officially launched.
Last week.
I know. I had to look it up when you said the next season, and I was like, wait, it's out?
This
Like,
first
I
season
thought-
starts next week.
Because, like, the whole... Oh, my God, that's so stupid. Okay, sorry. All right. 38% of Google users liked the game.
But,
you know,
the game
quadruple A.
Okay, one, the game's not worth the price. I've said that since the beginning. It's not a bad game. If you
It's
like
not
resource
AAA.
management, no, it's a AAA game. It's not quadruple.
Or sorry, not quadruple A. Sorry.
It's like a $30 game. It's a
Yeah.
$30 game. If you can get it on discount, it's a $30 game. It's easy. How does it compare to AC4? They're different games, Ghost. That's what people are neglecting. I'm going to show it to you guys real quick. We're going to jump to that for a minute, and then we'll just veg with that for a few minutes, and then we'll go from there. So, Dan, it's been fun, buddy. I will talk to you in a little bit. I'll let you go
Sounds
edit
good.
that.
I'm probably not going to do it right now.
Yes, you will. It's you.
No, I got to do some stuff first. So.
So the game is not bad. It's not AC4 though. That's what everyone, and I agree. It should have been AC4. Like that, it should have been AC4. It was supposed to be a spinoff at AC4. This is what it was supposed to be. It should have been AC4, but that's not what it turned into. What it turned into, what the fuck is the name of this? There it is. What it turned into is a resource management, like a resource management pirate game. And it's a lot of fun if you like this kind of game. That's what it was, Ghost. It was originally going to be more AC4. It was going to be like a pirate game with off-the-boat shit and a storyline. And what it turned into is not that. See, everyone's taking the AAA, the quadruple A thing out of context. Like, oh, yeah, he did say that. He said it to investors. He wasn't saying that to, like, the public. Wasn't this, what do you mean Last Hail Mary? They've got, like, 4 Assassin's Creeds coming out, 2 Far Cries, and 3 extraction shooters. Esquivo. Wait, aren't you Esquivo, the one I know? You did the comic, we went to San Diego? Yeah, I got your text. I was just super busy. I forget. Oh, yeah, you're the one that told me it was blowing up on TikTok. I was telling people that. Well, no, it's not if the game does bad. It's if they scrapped the game. Because they took a grant from Singapore for it. Hi, kitty. Yeah, I started doing the streaming thing again. So I do these on a pretty regular basis. It does have some awesome ship battles. I actually like some of the big boss ship battles. And it's got a good co-op feature where the 3 of you can work together sailing around the enemies. Like, I'll see if Sean's here. They did make a pirate game, Tevia. This is it. So, you get off the boat for this. This is my character. I wanted a girl that's got a lot of skeevy and like needs like orange juice or she's gonna die. So, the guys look weird. That's normally when I play a girl character. You got the cooking mechanics like usual. You got to manage your warehouse. Bounty boards over here. I'll see if Kev wants to hunt bounties with me. I mean, they all look weird. All of them look weird. So this is the off-boat stuff. There's no fighting, none of that. Boarding is a cutscene. That I do think is kind of dumb, but shows at least a mini game for it.
Of course, Sherlock has rats in his cellar. Like attracts like.
So this is my boat right here. Oh, we gotta put some of this cargo back in here.
We're coming into our own, eh?
I made bread. I mean, I don't know how well this game's sold. That's for sure. So it's kind of arcadey the way the ships control. So right now I'm on a mission to sail to the trader's location before they escape. So we got to go here. You can basically drift, which I get a kick out of. People were asking about Skull and Bones because I said we're going to be doing it next week for the season 1. I signed up to do Twitch drops.
Oh, nice.
So after we filmed our video, I was like, yeah, I'll do some Skull and Bones for a little while.
Yeah, I'll hop on.
Yeah, we'll hunt. We got some bounties I can pick up.
Oh, so there's a quest daily for the fish that you wanted to do, which we should do that every day. We should do it in a group too, like multiples of us, because we'll get multiple loot. And then the ghost ship has one every day. I can show you where that's at.
Okay. So
You can do them multiple times a day, but there's a quest for it every day to guarantee you one.
I'm gonna do a shipboarding on this ship so they can see how it is.
Good luck.
I'll try to get to board this little thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I ran it over. You can do harvesting. It's these little mini games here. I just gave up doing it like for real. I just let it do it by itself. Because it's kind of boring, the mini game for harvesting.
Honestly, I just kill ships that have the stuff I need.
Oh, well, I need to
Usually.
get the Jute trophy. So.
Oh, yeah, you gotta do that.
I'll board a ship in a sec. Kevin's going to be here in a sec, so. Tokyo drifting boats. So I got to go kill this guy, so might as well take you for that. That's just. Oh, you're not even on yet.
Nah, it's loading in.
Yeah, it's being slow today. So you see the green bar at the bottom there? That's actually a stamina bar. So what you do is you just feed yourself. See? How good is the ship customization? You can customize just about everything on the ship except for the actual shape of the ship. That comes down to which one you get. You do get shanties. They don't happen nearly as often as in Black Flag.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, I
You
know.
can turn them off too.
That's my issue with Suicide Squad. I'm so tired of Brainiac like trying to call me out.
Yeah, if I couldn't turn them off, I'd be. I mean, I don't know if you can turn them off completely. They still keep going, but there's a like an emote wheel for it. Slowly logging in. I'm at the loading screen. Okay, you should be able to invite me now.
You are not showing up.
Mm,
There you are.
It must have took a sec.
Let's go to private. Sean said he'll jump in too.
Okay.
It is stuff that if the game were to take off, I could see them fixing, Escobar. I don't think this game's gonna do that well though. But it is Ubisoft. Like they support games. Like look at For Honor. They still make content for that.
Yeah.
I gotta go kill the traitor, so I'll just do this and then we'll get the bounties.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna fight you in Grand Blue after I get done with the stream, Sean.
Are we sure?
We're streaming right now, yeah. People are asking about Skull and Bones. It says next week we're going to be doing drops for it. I signed up to be one of these 700 channels they'll give drops to. Well, I was like, I mean, it's season 1. We're going to play it either way. Right?
Oh yeah, for sure. At least I will. I want to see what it's all about. I mean, if they've already proven that they can do events well and like stuff like that, so hopefully it's even more. It builds upon what they've already done.
Oh, the Allegiant. Okay, it's over here.
Bronze tier 3. Wow.
You send invite.
Oh yeah, let me. I think I can fast travel there. Hold on.
Did you get it?
I got nothing.
Hold on, I'm in a battle.
I'm on my way. Maybe.
So you kind of got to do a little bit of a boat wiggle, because like my front cannons and my side cannons reload at different times. And they've all got weak points on the boats now. He's in the middle of a giant battle out here, Kevin.
Is oh yeah, the event's happening right now.
Is that what's going on? Because like I'm fighting my story guy in the middle of a storm. Crew boarding, crew boarding. Did I get it? I didn't get it. Shit. Yeah, the event's going on. So what, we're doing that next? Come on, turn around.
I mean,
oh, they blew up his ship. Did I get credit?
should. You should get
No.
credit for
Now I
anything
got. Now
you
I got to
do.
think the ship that sunk him. Oh, what's going on, Kevin? Help me!
He
I'm
left without me. Hold on. I'm almost there.
They're using a flamethrower on me. Oh, this is not ending well. This is not ending well.
Almost there. I'll avenge you at the very least.
Okay, I got that one down. I don't know, the lion and the rat. I think I'm just stuck in the event now also. The La Spectre. I just shot over his bow. Oh, the storm is making this funkier. Things are not looking good for my ship, I know. Oh, whoa, we got mortared. I need some assistance, everyone! Oh my god, that stupid flamethrower ship's back on my ass. Look at the rogue wave.
Where?
Oh no, I'm about to get toppled. I gotta heal, I gotta heal. Oh, I'm not gonna heal in time. No! Kevin! Kevin! Tell my wife I loved her!
I don't see the wave.
Oh, it took me
Where
out.
is it?
It took me
Oh,
out.
now I see it. Never mind. Ah! It's big. Don't worry. I'll avenge you.
Push the door, but nobody's up.
I've arrived. He died. Oh, well, that was someone else. Never mind. That was a different ship. It was,
See, guys, it can be
not
pretty
blue
exciting.
thing.
What do you think?
I love fighting in the storms.
I
That's
I
probably
paid the money
most
to
fun.
respawn out here, so I just gotta get my loot back.
Yeah.
Oh, the ship's not sunk yet, so I'm still part of the event.
It's going to be in a second. There you go.
Did you get it?
This
Oh, you
guy,
did.
too.
Okay.
Who else? Who's next?
I said it's got its moments. It's a very chill game. You can get on with your buddies and do stuff like this. And that's my biggest thing with it right now. I don't think it's worth, what, I think it's 70 for the full price version, the normal version, like 90.
Yeah.
It's worth a sub, and like if you continue playing, I say try it for a month. and then see what you get out of it. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, there is a sub thing you can do where you give them $15 a month. You can play all Ubisoft games. That's what Kevin's doing.
yeah.
Like their
And
own version of Game Pass.
if I like what season 1 does, maybe I'll buy it. You know.
Right,
'Cause,
and my
then
copy was given to me
I'll
for
play
free.
longer.
So was Sean's. We got it for free.
Yeah, I am paying. I'm a stupid little pay pig. I gotta support the government of Singapore.
Hey, Plague
That's
Dog.
the
Yep,
way-
everything's pretty much getting fixed up now, and we still got other people going on. So like, it's looking good.
All right, let's get out of the storm.
Now we just need to make a little bit more money, rehire Sean, and everything is gonna be good. Where's my boat? That's my boat? I'm like stuck doing laps because of the storm.
These guys want to scrap. I'm gonna give them what they want.
Who are you fighting?
These guys over here, they wanted to scrap. They pulled up.
Like I said, it is a good game for what it is. But if you think you're getting a narrative adventure like Black Flag, no. If you think you're getting anything on the level of Black Flag, no. But it did do its own things with this. It's more focused on the ship combat. You didn't get the
It's a
invite? You didn't get the
ship
invite.
game.
I did send it, but
At its core, and its heart, it's all it is. It's a ship combat game.
Sean is in the East Indies. Are you dealing in rum?
No, I was trying to bully some Dutch company people. It didn't go well.
It didn't go well.
I was kind of stranded out here for a little bit.
Oh, I had that happen the other day. I got myself stranded. I had to find a teleport point out there. See, and this is how the co-op works. You sail around with your buddies, just kind of checking it out. I accidentally slam into Kevin a lot. Like right
I was like, where are we going?
I was going back to
Why
St.
are we
Anne.
doing
I'm
this?
going back to St. Anne, but this is funnier. Oh wait,
This
why are
is
we at
the wrong way.
Yeah, we're at the fort. Why are we at the fort? I gotta repair my ship after that disaster.
It wasn't so bad. It was alright. You
died.
held them off for a real long
Oh
time.
geez, Sean is out in the middle of nowhere.
Wish my boat had a horn.
Guys sing. There's Mr. Whiskers. He's my first mate.
Ah, yes, the cat perch. That cat would be freaking out.
Oh yeah, the cat.
I've
would not
never
be
met a
happy.
cat that hardy. Not to say they don't exist, but
Kevin's
I
trying to
hear
cut
you
me off.
singing too.
Yeah, we're having a round robin here of
I'll sing too. Oh wait, I was singing. Ugh, I hit the island.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to go in heart because we can't fit the boat in the little space there. Hey, Darkon! Crackercoon, thank you so much. As you can tell, we just lost 50 subs in the 3 days I was offline. So, trying to get that goal back. Thank you so much. What was that noise? Is there a monster out here? There are sea monsters. There's ghost ships. They got all kinds of fun shit.
There's a little bit of like pirate fantasy with it, like the ghost ships and who knows what else. So far, it's only the sea monster and the ship, the ghost.
Ghost! Crackercoon, thank you so much. Charged up static. I am having fun. I've been enjoying the game since it came out. I will say I was hesitant on buying it because the price point was so high. They gave us a free copy, and now I can sufficiently say, as it stands, to me, it's a $30 game. If this was a $30 game, I would have bought this in a heartbeat.
Definitely, for sure. I wouldn't have been so on the fence about it.
Yep, it's just a lot of money for what it is.
Yeah, like find like
I'll
I'd
be
be
right
fine
back.
paying that price and then finding other ways
Okay.
to like supplement that.
Is there?
Through,
I don't know if there's a
like,
Kraken in the game
purchases.
yet. Is there a Kraken in the game yet?
if you count that fish thing you're cracking, I guess, but that.
Well, I know there's a couple other ones that we just haven't come across yet. I don't know what they are in comparison, but
I haven't seen anything else other than that fish. Probably with the new season.
yeah, there is sea monsters coming out with the seasonal content.
Yeah, that could be it. I'm pretty sure I've seen everything there is to see so far in this game at this point. Nothing is.
Oh, how did you beat me here?
My ship is faster.
You know the fable of the monkey and the cat.
You know the fable of the monkey
Skerlock
and the
will
cat.
make you take the risks, and you will get nothing for your pains.
It's hilarious because like everyone moved on to hating on this game because Suicide Squad. Okay, we're done with Suicide. We had to go hate on this game now. It's the new one to hate on. And like both this and Suicide Squad, I'm like these aren't terrible games. Like, are they as good as they could be? No, that's for damn sure. But
I've played many games that are worse, especially a lot of Asian titles.
oh well, yeah, those are a league of their own.
Like tell me you haven't played a bunch of Asian games without telling me.
Well, it's like people that said that Madam Web was the worst movie they've ever seen. I'm like, you haven't seen a lot of movies then.
Yeah, you obviously haven't seen a ton of movies.
It's not the worst movie. You appreciate me trying to correct the names in One Piece? I have to hear them. The problem is sometimes after I've heard them, it's too late. I've said it way too many times in my head. Charged up static. Like Sydney Sweeney, great actress, but for some reason, whenever I try to think about it and I haven't said her name recently, I always want to say Sweeney Todd.
You made it back.
The story's not good. The story is there just so that you get to this stuff.
The whole idea is like you're working your way up, working for these people, and then at some point towards the end, you've done enough pirating, you're famous enough, and you're basically a kingpin, which is you're on their level now.
Yeah.
Basically. That's the story. And then basically from the end of this until season 1, you're like establishing your illicit trade business.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. And that's fine. You could just not like Suicide Squad.
Skerlock is the king
Just
of
some
the
people
sea.
just take it so
That's
far.
how he's gotten this far. Keep this up, and we'll be richer than Skerlock.
We got that bounties.
There's untold treasures here. What is this one?
Trinkets sell for
Bum bada bum.
I don't know.
Oh, it's just
a good
more of
fight.
the deliver shit that's in my warehouse for more gold. Or doubloons. I wonder if I can get a mission over here yet. If I've killed enough people to get a mission off of that supply line like I'm supposed to. I'm a Corsair! But not a fun one like in Final Fantasy 11. But yeah, too many people just jumped on hating on this game. Yeah, still no. If you look at the stream, Kevin, no opportunities available on my supply network yet.
Have you made any rum yet? In the distillery?
No, I don't even have the distillery. I've got to get that to unlock, and all it says is
you
get
might
the black flag guys. Kill the black flag guys.
Right. You needed to kill some of those guys to get some. You should have some. It's sugarcane, I think. The first one you get.
Let me grill some fish. Hold on. And I'll grill some chickens while I'm here. And I'll grill some bananas because I got a lot of bananas. We might as well grill some bananas. Oh, Genie, I've done that for a very long time. 14 races by their 11 races. I still call them a Code Mithra half the time.
Waves and winds dance for you.
Do I see messages on Patreon, or is it only for a certain tier? I see them all. They come across email. Dan actually answers 90% of them, though. But they come across the same email, so I open them up to see what they are. Now, I will say, just because I said I read them does not mean I'm going to answer certain ones of them. So, there's one guy that emails me every day to do Superwoman. So I do ignore that after we told him like 3 or 4 times no. Large shipwreck. Oh, okay, that one's anything up that we could show.
You could take, I took a bounty if you want to come over where I am.
There's one for Spectral Voyages, a local whisper of a spectral ship over by Sean. Or by you.
Yeah, it's over here. We can just do that. They're both over here.
Okay, I'm coming.
It's probably over here. I'll
Dark
go look
Aqua,
around.
why not? They're asking for the, not enough interest, one. And they're asking for the storyline I didn't find interesting, which was the DC Rebirth Superwoman storyline. And if you're asking, Ghost, because there was a message that came over recently asking about a Kickstarter. That one, and I get Kickstarter requests if this is you, and if not, then I'll just tell the audience. I get Kickstarter requests like every other day. So the general stance I have on Kickstarters is unless I know the person personally, I just normally ignore them all just because I get requests so often for them. I gotta go. I have nothing closer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll
get there. Just right now, there's a storm in here in the middle here, so give me a sec. It's going slow.
I didn't see him over there. You're the one that has the rumor?
I can see the rumor literally right next to you.
Maybe.
Totally is you. Didn't know that. Yeah. If you want me to do something with a Kickstarter, I won't lie. I read the message at the beginning of it. Dan handles those in the regular. So the moment I saw the Kickstarter request, I just kind of like moved on to the next email. If you want to work on something with a Kickstarter, that's not the way to get a hold of me. You do want to send an email over or do what you're doing right now, actually, which is actually getting at a method where we can actually talk. Just because I get so many requests, they just get basically thrown into a junk pile. So the way to get my attention is exactly what you're doing. Yeah, I'll check it out. Like this, what you're doing is how you actually get my attention. I read all the Patreon messages, but you're not the only person that will go to the Patreon to try and get my attention with it. And I get a lot of just direct emails and stuff like that all the time for Kickstarter, for Indiegogo, for the ones that I find really funny are the just a guy making a comic. Hey, I want to do a comic. Where should I start? If I get the comic made, can you promote it? Oh yeah, no, and that's why I'm explaining it to you. It goes, you're gonna anybody you reach out to with that kind of stuff, you're gonna run into the same issue. We get requests all the time. I'm getting there, Kevin. Slowly.
It's daytime, so he's not gonna be here now. But we can do this event out here if you come out here and you can get the teleport.
Still going.
Come here and come here anyways, and we'll just see if it works.
Because I have a special mission request for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I would like for him to spawn. That'd be great.
Yeah, one thing you'll learn about me is
spawn.
you show up to a stream or someplace that I can talk openly, I will just be transparent. The Green Arrow book. Yeah, I was so happy we got to do that one. Wonder Woman's coming out this week. We did the first 4 issues instead of the 6 because it doesn't actually end. Tom King's writing it, so I don't know if it'll ever end. It'll probably end at issue 12. Oh, I can do that too. Hold on, how do I do that? Ah, fireworks!
Look at it. It's so cool. Okay, so yeah, get this place.
I'm trying, but I gotta go around all the wreckage. New to like Twitch streaming, the social media side of things? Or just like new to Twitch or new to Kickstarter? Just curious. Always try to make conversation.
So there is a quest in there to start one, but like, I was wondering if it would just spawn if you came near it, since you had the rumor.
What?
I have the quest to investigate the ship.
Make your shit coin and piss grog.
Wait, shit, coin and piss grog? That sounds painful.
Aye?
It might not spawn because it's daytime now.
Oh, Kevin.
Yeah.
Do you want to come over for dinner? We have 2 pounds of shrimp cocktail, and a thing Natalie calls a raclette.
I really don't do well with shrimp. It's kind of like the sushi thing.
Oh. They got this. The raclette's like sandwich meats heated up on a potato. It's weird. I just figured.
Yeah.
I know we're gonna have extra.
Sounds like it'd be great, but
I mean, you
I'm
know what?
not
The
one
shrimp
that
is for me because I'm not a fan of the other things that her and Sean and he used to like. So if you want sandwich meats on baked potatoes and stuff, you're welcome to join us. They're eating that. The
sounds
shrimp
better
this
than
time
the shrimp.
is just for me because I don't get enough protein doing what they do.
Right.
So that's for me. So you don't have to have that at all. I'll let Huey know. You want to come?
Oh man. Hold on a sec.
Personally, think I love the content. Don't forget Kickstarter entirely. Just take a peek. Just new to making content. It's a learning curve. Definitely is. Okay, so I have a rumored ship there. And I have the elite captain co-op to the north. Let's go get the co-op captain while he's here. Sean can get credit.
Yeah, he's the bounty we have.
What are you picky about, Genie? All right, Lego, thanks for hanging out. And even putting up with Skull and Bones. I'm on PS5. Charged up static, generally I play on PS5 because it's less taxing on my computer. I do have a good computer, and I will play games with the computer, but I will admit, I am a fiend for trophies. If you don't know, PS5 has trophies. They track your progress, and then you get to be cool, and you get to have all these cool things, and only you know it exists, or your one friend that does it with you. So I get games on PS5 so that I can get platinum trophies. That's why I do it. It's like Steam achievements, but you get a big, like, ding, and my dopium goes boom. Right, Kev?
Yes.
Dopium rush. You're so picky with food? Oh, I'm not at all. I got that from the army. I'll just eat whatever's put in front of me.
I have a.
So this is a co-op event, guys. So Kevin and I together are going to try to drop this guy's ship. We have 7 minutes to do it in. I'm going to try to go for a ram. Oh, no, I didn't do it. I missed, I know. Oh shit, he's coming for me, Kev. Kev, you're in the way. I'm hitting you. I'm gonna firebomb him. Firebomb! You in the army and you're still picky? Yeah, they got that out of me real quick. It's a combo of both, Ghost. I've worked directly with DC in the past. Marvel's always had the stance of not caring. They came up with the style that we use to avoid copyright. They were okay with the ones where I remove words, and we do the panels the way we do it. DC's worked directly with us before. They'll send books sometimes, but they haven't done it like 2 years since they had the big like firing, all that crazy stuff going on. So the people I used to contact aren't there anymore. Kevin! And then there's Manga. Manga hates me. That's why Manga Storian is now just me ranting on a camera.
No comment.
Hey, you can be proud of what we did.
No. I can't.
Any chance? Ninja Turtles, we've done issues 1 through 50. I won't do anything beyond that. That is the entire Shredder saga. It's already on the channel, and it's on the Full Story channel. Sonic is actually on the Eligible Monster Gaming Lore channel. We've done that one too. I've done we did the first 3 volumes, Kevin? I think you edited that.
Probably. I don't even keep count. I can't. I can't for my sanity.
I enjoyed doing Sonic, but Sean was the writer for that, and right now he's laid off until we can either get the Patreon up just a little bit more. We need Sean. It's tiered for 3, and we're not doing enough damage.
On my way.
Oh, there he is. So Sonic will return when we can bring Sean back. The Fallout. What the hell? Derby? Oh, I dealt 3,000 damage in collisions. Hey, Sean.
Hello.
We may have done that Fallout New Vegas one shot. If we did, though, it's probably on the gaming channel. That's where most of the gaming comics ended up. If you look up Eligible Monster Gaming Lore, that's basically is the channel I started with. That's the channel I started on. So a lot of stuff that just doesn't fit Comic Storian will go there. You're coming this way, Kevin.
I need to be able to ram him, so.
I'll get off of you. You go that way, and I'll go the other way.
This is what my ship does.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw those updates, Corvus. The Raising Hell's got all the good loot now. I also rammed it, Kevin. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. How's the game? I'm enjoying it. If you take it for face value for what it is, and try not to be like, oh well, it's not Black Flag, then you're fine. The game's fun. Firebombs! Is this enemy meant to be? Yeah, this is a co-op enemy. That's why we have on a timer, and we're supposed to do as much as we can. I'm coming, Kevin! Yeah, a world boss, basically.
I don't know, backwards.
I can't get a ram in, Kev.
We did it.
Hell yeah.
We got him. Too many treasure maps. I can't.
All right, this way is the supposed ghost, Kevin.
It's not nighttime, so
Well, it says it'll be there, so let's just go see if it's there.
I'd be surprised. But
only
it's just
at
where
night.
it is on the map.
Only at night. It says it on the map.
Yeah.
How long? How do we see the daytime rotation?
I don't know, but it was just night, so it's just morning still. So it's gonna be a little bit.
Do we want to go get the colonial shipment then? Just
We
popped.
can if you want.
North, we will go. Hi, kitty.
Go back and repair first and stuff. It has a couple minutes, 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
You can go there if you want. I'm going to repair. But yeah, we do want to come back at nighttime for the ghost ship.
So I wish there was a way to see what time of day it was, so we just have an idea.
I just kind of look where the sun, and if it's closer to
yeah.
east and it's daytime, you know, it's.
We gotta be pirates.
Yeah, we have to do it the classic way.
Do people really complain that it's not Black Flag? Yes.
Yeah.
We're in
that
a
is the
world of
thing.
entitled gamers who want everything to be the exact game they want, regardless of what other people or the companies want. I think there's like a stranded boat out here. Turn back, why? Sinking ship's valuable cargo, world saving. Defend the ship while it carries out repairs and earn a reward. Okay. Bum bada bum. Crew boarding. Can I get the boarding off of this one? Let's see. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So this is crew boarding. This is all it is. And I get all the loot. Yeah, the crew boarding's pretty meh, but I could also see them adding in a mini game or something to it. Is that it? Is that all we had to do to protect him? Oh, I bumped into Sean.
The event starts in 40 seconds.
Oh, I got more ships coming in. I gotta blow up. When is that? 40 seconds, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll make short work of these ones, Kevin.
All right. I have faith.
Sean, you like clearly missed that one, and then I missed mine, so I guess you can't talk shit.
No, I got mine. I have mine.
Nice. Just in time for it to spawn. There it is.
All right, we're coming. Oh, geez, that one's still alive.
So there's healer ships in this one.
I think we
The
need to
bigger
abandon
ones are the
Sean.
healing ships. The small ship in the middle has the big loot, but it's gonna constantly. the gold ships will constantly keep moving, so you always want to keep following the gold ships.
Okay. I'm gonna finish up this last ship and see if this is all we needed to do, Sean, because it's almost dead. You can head over there, I'll meet you there, okay?
Yep.
Just in case this is the literal last one we needed to get, and we're done. What do we wait?
Usually a rogue wave pretty early on.
Can you do it solo? Yes, you can. The game scales what you're doing based upon how many people are with you. You get more loot with more people, but it'll be scaled lower and you can do it solo if you want. I'm coming over.
She's never looked better, Captain.
So it's kind of like Star Wars Squadrons to Battlefront 2. People somehow expected Battlefront 3. Kind of, yeah. Oh, you want to preview the live service video here, Alex? Yeah, we can do that. It is called The Going Merry King Taz. At least it was. I don't think I named this one The Going Merry. No. Wait, I wasn't The Going Merry. I had the Sunny, didn't I? I don't know. That ship's back in the port now. Kevin named his like a more obscure ship from One Piece. So I was like, I'm the Sunny. When we were naming the ships and you went with a more obscure name.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, the Queen Anne. That was right.
Alright, that one's dead. Try and board them if you can, too. They give you higher chances of the Royal Custodian armor piece. Good starter gear.
Rogue Wave. All right, Sean, you need to survive the Rogue Wave if you're going to get the trophy for it.
I just usually outsail
Oh, God,
it.
Sean. Yeah, I'm trying to...
And then I fire at these idiots.
I'm trying to go around it. Aha! I did it. Did you get the trophy, Sean?
Yes.
So we're protecting the ones with the yellow on them, right? Or am I
Yes.
bombing the ones with the yellow on them?
You're killing the yellow ones, and like you always want to follow the yellow ones because they're not gonna stop. They're gonna constantly just keep trying to run. So their whole path is through the storm, and we have to kill them before they get off. But that'll be easy. We already killed one of them.
Pretty sure Sean just...
This little
Oh,
small
God.
guy.
I'm jumping a boat over here. What is happening? Oh, God, the waves. Kevin, I'm doing 29 knots. Ah!
There he goes.
I'm gone. Hey, what's up, Corvus, over in the YouTube side? Firebombs!
There shouldn't be another rogue wave for a while. There's usually only like 2 that I ever encounter if I'm doing this whole thing.
Well, that was what when we first played it, that's what we assumed it'd be like Sea of Thieves, which is now coming to PlayStation, so whatever.
It's harder to board.
All right,
these
ship is
guys.
over. You're gonna have to cut out for a rest. You have a great one, Ghost. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I'll check out that what you linked in the message. The Saint Basilia is almost dead. Sean just caught some major air in his boat. What's up, Majin Fu?
Funk that guy. Just one more left.
Lurg wave.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna just sail past it, I think, hopefully. Here it comes.
Yeah, it's off my angle. I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, it's hard for me to slow down. Oh! First person is crazy during the storm.
There's loot back there I gotta go get. It'll still be there when we're done, right?
It'll be, when we kill them, sink them, it'll be, just in the ground. You have to, like, angle your camera to pick it up. It should glow, too.
Well, there's some back there from the other ship you guys got. The Bastille.
Yeah, it'll stay there. Now we go back. Yeah, like this was pretty fun. Like, I liked
this
these.
is fun. Yeah.
So I'm hoping this first season's more of stuff like this, but like instead they're fighting us the whole time instead of running.
Is that okay? Whole event completed, so I go back and get the loot on this. Got it.
Yep, that's it.
A treasure map was ruined. How did it get ruined? Did it get wet?
I think if we have too many.
So the blue ones are the best. The old ones are always the best ones. I don't even pick up green maps if I can help it. That's it.
I don't use any of them.
And we can just go north up there and fast travel back.
Well, I gotta get the loot that I bailed on.
Right.
Always nice seeing people talk about having a nice poop. Alright, oh, okay, I'll go to there and unlock that one. That's a teleport.
Yeah.
Hey, Corvus, you have a wonderful poop, man.
Some of these guys have some good stuff on them.
Why?
Like that guy back there has a treasure map.
What's the lore reason for all the boats want to fight in the storm?
You know, I'm glad you noticed that because it's the best part. Everyone's like, screw it. We're out here in the storm. Let's just steal some stuff. No one's going to know, you know?
Yeah.
They sunk in the storm. That's the only thing I can think of.
The sea is very angry. She's a mean mistress, Darkhawk.
Fighting in the storms, best part of the game, for sure.
They should do like storms in the easy areas too.
I'm just surprised, like, you know, it's not dynamic. They're very static, which I think would make things much better if they had a dynamic storm system. But
Was Madam Webb that bad? Yes. I saw it 7 times.
Oh no.
It's funny because like I hear people yelling and stuff out here, and it's almost like they're ghosts like stuck here forever. Like it's got like an eeriness to it, right?
Yeah, it's a real vibe.
It was playing on Twitch illicitly, and I watched it there. I had it on play while we played Nightingale last night. You've heard no great things about this game? It's because everyone wants to just complain. It's the same thing as Suicide Squad. You might not like Suicide Squad, but the core of the game is sound. It's a good game. Like, and then if you don't like the game, you don't like the game. Same thing with this. Everyone's like, it's not Black Flag, so it's shit. It's like, it's a different game. How do I get in there? There's like a whole coastline blocking me from getting into it.
You can get them. You just have to kind of sail a little bit around it.
How is Nightingale? I found it okay. My biggest complaint with it is it didn't really do anything special. Everything about it just felt like by the book, other than the art style. The price tag, Kimosabi. That's the only thing I'm against with it. I think it's a $30, $40 game. Right now, my favorite survival game is probably Enshrouded. It's got the strongest combat, the strongest building systems. The world feels mostly alive and built in, while Nightingale has got like a random element to it where it randomly generates, so it doesn't feel as vibrant as like Enshrouded's abandoned world that we're in. You want me to plans to check out Pacific Drive? Yep, I pre-ordered it. I don't think we'll do it on stream, but I'm waiting for it to drop so I can play that too. I think that's tonight.
I think I have a treasure map here.
I really got to start paying attention to the treasure maps because I don't.
I never have.
So they're only in places. They're only in outpost areas. So sometimes I'm just going to a place and I have a treasure for it, but you can only hold like 4, so reminds me I need cannonballs.
How?
Go back to the city.
I'm putting wood tar into my boat. Yeah, I got that with Corvus. I mean, maybe I'll stream it some other time. I don't have many other streams left this week just because we have a lot going on.
Ahoy.
Dig up treasure, you just have to go to the spot, right?
Yeah, it's like glowing.
Yeah. I'm out of metal scrap. Oh, no.
There's a Terminator survival game? That sounds fun. Who's down for the Terminator survival game?
It sounds interesting.
Kevin,
Okay.
Kevin, it's nighttime. I'm going to the ghosty.
Is it nighttime? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Go to.
Sean, do you have the fast travel over here?
I don't know. I'll have to look. Where you guys go?
South.
East.
You're the envy of every sea dog I know.
Southeast.
I don't think I'm gonna find this.
Do you play as the Terminator? I doubt it, but that would be awesome. All right, I must murder humans.
Alright, I got cannonballs, but I'm running out of mortars. Oh well. Alright, get ready. Spooky ghost
Hello,
ships.
Mr. Clancy.
I changed my sails.
Hello, Mr. Ghosty. Where are you? Kevin would like you to come out and play.
There he is.
Where?
Right in front of us.
Oh, that. Okay.
I'm not gonna ram him yet.
There's another ship to the left.
You have to destroy these skull things on the side to do damage to him.
Okay, so it has like special rules. It's not just a cool ship.
Yeah, but it goes down pretty quick.
And so this is the guy that if we kill, I can get those sails?
Oh, why is this other? Hold on. Yeah, it's a possibility, but I've done it so many times. Hasn't dropped.
Like I said, the other ship was here.
I'm gonna kill him real quick. He can keep attacking this ghosty man. He came to the wrong party.
There's another one showing up.
Might be me.
Alright. I'm gonna ram him. Oh, he's gonna do the thing.
Escobo, we should make a comic together all about pirates and pirate lore and Kickstarter it. Problem solved.
Why are the Dutch coming after us?
Sean did it.
Oh, man.
Why they're not attacking me? But they will, though. They're just not yet. Hit his butt. He's got that tanker on his butt.
Got that kick.
Yeah.
He's got moves like us. He's spinning around.
Why are the Dutch here? Oh, the Dutch killed me. The Dutch killed me.
No. I don't want to
God.
attack them. Because we're going to get more things.
The Dutch killed me, Sean. It's all your fault. You brought him here.
It wasn't me. What the hell?
Sean did it. I have video evidence, right, guys?
I'm pretty suspicious right about
You
now.
see a ship sank, Meg? It's Sean's fault.
Man, it's almost like when I pulled up here, I was already hostile.
Sean died. The Dutch got him.
Yeah, because you triggered him.
Curse the Dutch!
Maybe the ghost guy will kill the Dutch. They're attacking me now. I'm just gonna have to sink them, I think. Alright, sink the Dutch!
Did he just do like a spray of bullets at all of us?
Yeah. He's got missiles.
Sean, he's got missiles.
That's one Dutch down. I'm gonna get the other one.
I took off his protection. Shoot him, Sean.
The Dutch have crossed us for the final time. Whoa.
Got him! I think I hit Sean. Are the Dutch the ghosts? That would be funny, but not.
I don't know why, but you know, hopefully they're all gone now.
I always wanted to play that Pirates of the Caribbean game.
Alright, we can attack him again.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Sean's trying to sink my ship now.
Can't catch me. I'm too fast.
Wasn't the Flying Dutchman a ghost ship? That is true, Darkheart.
He'll start flying. There it is.
Wait, what is he doing? Whoa!
He's flying.
Where is he?
There he is.
It's
Gotta
so
kill his
foggy.
skull.
Oh.
Right? He's attackable. I missed.
But where are the Dutch?
There's another one coming in.
Oh god, I was joking.
I see him. He's actually coming in. Either that or he's just chilling there. I really do think he's coming.
This guy has so much health.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'll move, Sean.
Oh, like the 5 times you hit me before?
Nope, nope, no excuse. Ah! Ramming speed! Why does the ghost ship sound like a white girl riding a coaster? Because I got no joke for that. I'm gonna go ram a ghost ship. I'm gonna go ram a white girl on a coaster from behind.
Ah, god dang it, the Dutch.
Did you make friends with the Dutch again?
He wants to scrap so bad. Bro, I'm fighting this other man.
I don't think we ever lost aggro.
Man Goblin knows that we're against the Dutch right now and is like, I'll bring them to the Dutch.
There. Because we gotta get all of his. Each weak spot is like a bunch of damage to him. And my
we got
musket. I just have to get close enough.
Four Dutch ships.
Oh god, more Dutch. I'm gonna run out of cannonballs again.
The
at
Dutch
this rate.
love you, Kevin.
Yeah, I bet they do. I'm gonna board them though. Come here. Oh my god, there's so many.
Last 5 films that I watched, Madam Webb, Madam Webb, Madam Webb, Madam Webb, Madam Webb.
True.
I'll let your families know you all died like dogs.
The Dutch are keeping me busy. from doing the job.
Jeez, Sean.
All right, back to the ghost ship. He's
Oh,
running
the
away
Dutch!
now.
Damn the Dutch!
Oh, there's one more Dutch ship.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
we
reset.
talked about it on the podcast the other day, Eskimo. About them changing Avengers 5 from Kang War to just Avengers 5.
Merchant ships near ours, probably filled with things of valor.
What a jerk.
I was behind us.
Oh, Jesus, suddenly got so tired.
I can take the Dutch, one Dutch and him. It's just not all of them.
That wailing.
We almost got him.
Oh, sorry.
He's
Oh,
gonna
God.
teleport a lot now.
Ah! Ah, the ghost ship! Bye-bye, Corvus. You have a great day. Sean, it's cheating.
Hmm?
Oh, hi.
They will be feeding the fish. Get up closer, Captain. Don't anybody and don't come.
Sean, you're in my way. I've got to go. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. I can't ram the ghost ship. Oh, Sean, they came to say hi.
Dude.
I'm being bombed by the Dutch.
That's some pirate stuff. Pirate man, he's got almost 1,000 silver on him. My gosh, we're gonna sink him in a minute. We got him.
Did you get the boarding? I was trying to get the boarding.
Torpedo.
We got the ghost ship. Now Sean and I gotta flee. Ghost busted.
Got him.
Do you get it, Sean? Do you get the joke?
Yeah, I'm also trying to.
I'm gonna destroy these guys. For loot. For the loot.
There's so much silver on the ground.
Got him.
All right, we're gonna head back, screen the video, see what we think, and then we're gonna call it a day. Let's see if you guys tell me that my video idea is stupid and I should die. That's how the internet goes. There's no like half measures, right, Kevin?
The crew would be pleased to have some of that fresh fruit.
I've made it back. I have to repair the ship, dude. I've got like no health on it because of that.
Aye, yo, Captain. I take my eye off you for 5 minutes.
Aye?
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wow, it's 3,000 silver for doing that quest.
Pretty good.
Make your shit coin and piss
I'm
rock.
just about to level up past Marauder.
I am at Corsair now. Oh, I'm about 4th through Corsair.
Need to kill a couple ships.
All right, I'm gonna close out the game because we're gonna screen this video. So I'll hop out of the voice from you guys, and I'll meet up with you after I get off the stream. All right?
Yep.
All right, I'll be back. What up, Avalon? Avalon, holy shit, it's been a long time. Today I want to talk about the problem with live. So here's our new video going up on the channel. Betty's Got a Problem that we just started. Today I want to talk about the problem with live service games. And I want to talk about the history of them very briefly and why you don't actually hate live service games. You hate certain games and what live service games have become. And that's what I want to argue here today. Now, for the sake of a definition, a live service game / games as a service is the idea that a game never has to end. On a regular cadence of about 3 months or so, you'll get a big drop of content with small little tidbits of content in between that. It works very well for people who don't have a lot of funds and buy one game and you just play the one game. I remember an argument I made with one of my coworkers a long time ago, Dan. He said, all I play is World of Warcraft and I don't have time for any other games. And my counterpoint was, you'll find other games once you have a better income. And he did. The moment he had more money and could buy new games, he discovered other things Ready he wants Player to One. play. I feel that live service games work very well for people like me who have a lot of open-ended time at the end of the night and a lot of friends who want to play different games. So we all buy a live service game and it's the thing we just get on. We don't need to buy new games every 2 weeks. We don't need to buy games every 3 months. We just get on this one game when we use it as an excuse to BS. It's no different than going to the bar or watching the game and chit-chatting. Instead, we're just chit-chatting while we play Destiny or Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Or we play Helldivers. We're just chatting over whatever we're doing. And that, I don't think, is inherently a problem. People have been doing that for like 15, 20 years at this point. When I was in the army, everyone would buy the latest Call of Duty, and we would just play zombies every night, chatting over zombies. And then as the evolution of the internet happened and more DLCs happened for zombies, it became an exciting period. Every 3 months to 6 months, a new zombies map would come out. We'd all download it and we'd all jump on it. It's close to what is currently a live service. They just didn't call it that back then. The concept of a live service actually goes back as early as 1997. Total Annihilation came out with monthly updates for their game, even though many people consider 2016 to 2018 to be the beginning, which is around the era of Fortnite and basically Destiny and things like that. What I'm getting at is between MMOs, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Destiny, and every game that comes out with a cadence of DLC, such as Borderlands, you've actually been playing live service and games of a service for a very long time. I made this argument when Spider-Man 2 dropped, and a lot of people got all up in arms about Spider-Man 2. And they were arguing that they don't want a live service game. And I'm like, you are playing a live service game, you just don't realize it. And they're like, what are you talking about? Spider-Man 2 is a single-player narrative game. And you're right, but does Spider-Man 2 not come out with free monthly patches involving New Game Plus, new costumes, to keep you playing the game so that by the time the DLC comes out, you don't forget the game exists and then go buy the DLC? It's the same concept as a live service game, but without calling it a live service game, there's no expectation. And that's part of the problem with the live service game model. Live service games and games as a service model, the big issue comes into an expectation. If you tell me this is a live service game, I now expect the monthly cadence. I now expect the updates. I expect a giant amount of content to be coming out. The problem is, even when that happens, it's never enough content. They pitch you this wonderful idea of a game that's never going to end. You're going to have new maps, new characters, new missions on a daily, nightly basis. But the people that are going to stick with a live service game have a lot more time than the developers have to make the content. We consume it at an increased rate. Final Fantasy XIV comes out with content at a 3-month cadence, and almost always within the first 2 weeks, people complain that they're bored because they've already consumed all of the content. To make that situation worse, live service games and games as a service have gotten a very bad rap for multiple reasons. One, in the usual industry trend, when one of them worked, everybody was making a live service never-ending game, which then became the problem of, if I'm supposed to log onto this game with my buddies every night and play with them while I drink a beer, how do I do that on 5 games? The running meme of video games became a job became legit. During COVID, when we really just reeled back and didn't work really, I fell into a pattern of logging
Interesting
on to
video
my
for the
games in the
COVID
morning
statement.
with my buddy Dan and my buddy Houston. And we had 5 games that we would rotate between to do all of the dailies. And it was weird too, because they weren't even popular games. Like we were getting on like For Honor to like fight each other to get the dailies knocked out and then roll over to the next game. So that was the problem one with live service games. And then as you began to hear live service games as a service, people began to assume the worst. They assumed battle passes, microtransactions, skins. They had always assumed the worst. And I have a great example of that in a second too. But that's not always the case. Yes, you're going to have a battle pass. Yes, you're going to have microtransactions. Yes, you're going to have skins. But the whole idea that many of these live service games do is that they don't want to force you to buy it so that they can basically trick you to buy it. Now, here's where the actual problem with live service games began. Because when they first came out, the general idea was, my game never ends. And we never thought anything of it. But then games began to do the worst, which created a bad idea with live service games. One, if the game did not succeed, there was no content. So games like Avengers would come out, and they're like, it's gonna be a live service, never-ending Avengers game. And we're like, okay, if you can fix this because of how broken it is, we'll be on board. And they're like, gotcha. They only came out with 3 significant patches, or 4 significant patches. Well, 3 significant and 1 minor one in the span of 2 years. That does not sustain a live service game. Nobody wants to stay in that game playing it, okay? So that became problem number 1. Games could not turn out the content to warrant being called a live service game. Then we had the infamous situation with Destiny, in which one of the creators of Destiny got on stage at a gaming convention and told them the philosophy of Destiny is not to give them too much. If we give them too much, they're going to expect too much. So give them the bare minimum that we can do so that there is no expectation of more content. Well, this started the idea of, and it's not wrong, how much content has been held back to be made into a live service game? Because that was always an argument with DLC. Was this DLC made at the time of the game and then held back to get more money out of me? Yes, it was. And you didn't realize it, or you did, but we all still paid for it. To which then people would argue, just put it in the game. And then they would say, well, we have to increase the cost of the game. And then people go, no, that's not how it works. And that's an entirely different argument in itself. So those are the first 2 big things. And then, of course,
like
we had
that
the issue
clip.
with battle passes. A great idea made by Fortnite, something that just gives you a daily thing to log in and do. But then companies came out with terrible battle passes. Every game had to have a battle pass. Why? Why does Conan Exiles, a survival game where I can tweak everything from XP to hunger to make me invincible, have a battle pass? Or games like the Finals come out, which notoriously had a battle pass so difficult to accomplish, you were expected to play the game 80% of the time the battle pass was up on a daily basis or give them money. The problem is we've been playing live service games for a long time. But as we've gone into this current decade, game companies are finding more and more ways to milk live service games and to milk them for what we are. But that's not why we're here, is it? I'm not here to just shit on live service games and become problems. I'm here to tell you why you actually like live service games and you hate some games. So let's go to today. Right now, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came out. The game's getting really good reviews, but the internet is against it for 2 core reasons. Now, we're not going to discuss the argument against Batman dying in that one. That's not today's argument. The other argument I see is I don't want to play another live service game. I get it. We have Call of Duty. We have Fortnite. We have Destiny. Those are like the biggest ones out there. We have World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV. We have countless other smaller ones at this point that are never ending. We have battle passes out the wazoo. We have app games making millions with the exact same concepts. You don't want another live service game. I hear that. A lot of people said Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League came out 3 years too late. Like, if it came out when live service games were a fresh thing, we would be more about it. Even though they were never fresh, the term was fresh. But then Helldivers 2 dropped. Helldivers 2 is a live service game. We have monthly battle passes. The battle pass you have to buy to get better weapons and armor. So we have a pay-to-win route. And we have repetitive missions. And we have repetitive concepts. And it's a game getting monthly updates. It's the same exact thing as Suicide Squad. So I found this interesting because I'm playing Suicide Squad and I'm playing Helldivers 2. And I love both games. I really do. But my brother, he doesn't like live service games. He hates it with a passion. He's the guy that just wants single-player, narrative-driven games. That's what he wants. So we were in the car the other day, and I'm like, hey, just out of curiosity, you are rabid about Helldivers 2. You want to play this game every night. We want to go work on the battle pass. You want to do all of it. But you hate live service games. You don't play Fortnite. You don't play Destiny. You play Call of Duty, but that's mostly because other people invite you to play it, and you do the battle pass. So it's more of a begrudgingly playing it. So why are you all about Helldivers 2? He goes, well, it's more fun. That was his argument. You see, the argument started with Suicide Squad's repetitive. And I'm like, you're right. So when we go do the 10th egg squashing mission for the night, that's not repetitive? And he's like, okay, but there's more variety in the enemies. I'm like, we're fighting the same bugs over and over and over in Helldivers. He's like, okay, yeah, but I don't feel pressured to buy anything in Helldivers 2. And I'm like, Suicide Squad has all of its content for free, and the only thing you gotta buy is its battle passes. He's like, right. I'm like, so they're both inherently, and when described in a broad spectrum, the same game. That boiled down to the discussion going, why do you like it more? And he said the moment-to-moment gameplay. It's nonstop. It's phonetic. I like that the planet can blow up. I like this kind of stuff. And that is all very valid. But that's when I realized he doesn't dislike live service games. He dislikes some game. He said he loved the narrative in Suicide Squad, but he hated all the other stuff because he didn't enjoy it. It wasn't fun for him, but he loves it in Helldivers 2. And that's kind of what happens on the internet. Everyone gives shit to Suicide Squad, or they want to crap all over the latest live service announcement. But then a game like Helldivers 2 comes out and it has like 100,000 concurrent players in Steam, biggest sales of PS5 for an indie game and for a long time. Then during this discussion I had with him, I found another interesting aspect. One of my all-time favorite games is Subnautica, which is a survival horror game, underwater, $30 purchase, no extra DLCs or whatever like that. But what they did do is come out with monthly updates where they added things to the game. Kind of live service, but you could argue against it because they never charged you for anything. There was never any microtransactions. There was never a battle pass. But you know what their publisher considered that? Games as a service, because it's a game that continues past its launch. So they made a statement stating that they were going to make a multiplayer co-op sequel to Subnautica, and it was going to be games as a service. The entire Reddit thread freaked out. Everyone was like, oh my God, Subnautica 2 is going to be a multiplayer co-op game with battle passes and skins and microtransactions. It's going to be milking us for money. It's going to be the worst thing ever. They said games as a service. And the team behind Subnautica came out and they were like, everyone chill the F out. We're just going to do the same thing as Subnautica 1. It's going to be a game.
I like your
that's meant for single player. It's going to have some co-op options, and we're going to monthly come out with updates. The exact same thing as Subnautica 1. And the internet went, oh, okay. So it's a games as a service, but not a games as a service. The problem is we're taking live service and games as a service and we're using it too freely. There's no clear definition as to what applies to it. Helldivers 2 is okay because you enjoy it, but Suicide Squad is not because it's a live service. This is the argument that I'm making here. You don't dislike live service or games as a service. You dislike certain games and what the industry has done to the concept. And that leads us to the end of this discussion. I thought it was an interesting almost psychology to it when I started talking to my brother and this discussion came out. Because a lot of people just kind of latch onto live service games as a service are bad. My brother's a great example of that. I have other people that I talk to that if it's certain things are announced in a game, it's bad. And the internet will just dogpile on whatever they don't like, which right now is live service and games as a service. Even though we've been doing it since 1997's Total Annihilation, and we've been playing MMOs this entire time, and we've done all kinds of wonderful things, it's bad because now it's being called that. So that's pretty much it. I don't think at this point we can talk much further without going in circles and talking about it.
We just thought it was funny.
But
Nice.
that's what I'm saying. I'm curious what you think down below. Do you just dislike the whole idea of live service games? And if you do, what games are you playing right now? Are you secretly playing a live service game that is just not calling itself that? Are you playing Call of Duty because it's fun and that makes it okay? Are you playing Helldivers 2 because it's fun and that makes it okay. Let me know down below. Anyway, I'm Benny. Like and subscribe, and we'll be back next week when I get an AI girlfriend. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I did think about that. I did think of a way to fix that, Alex. We can still do that concept. R60s because you hate yourself? What'd you guys think? That's part of the new channel that we got going on that we're trying to get going. Anybody who joins me on Twitch knows that I like to just rant and rave and speak my mind, so we just turned it into a channel because I'm really enjoying doing these like commentary style things on Comic Story. The thumbnail? Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. He just came up with a new one. Oh shit, I gotta like there we go. Instant clickbait. Is that one of the faces I gave you, Alex? Of me just against the wall being like... You do like hearing my thoughts and stuff, and I like giving my thoughts, Darkhawk. All right, guys, we're going to close up. I got to go figure out what's going on for the night, get some food in my stomach, and just kind of get going. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, Alex is doing a really good job of doing these. I look like Alan Wake. I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm kind of doing that now. The hair got too long. It was on my shoulders, so I cut it a little bit, just a little. But all right, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. If I go live tomorrow, it'll be really late. Otherwise, I will. Friday's probably not going to happen. So if you don't see me tomorrow, then I'll be back on Monday like normal. We'll be back to normal next week. Hey, kitty. Yeah, I love you, kitty. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I'll have a good one. I hope you have a good one.